That'll be very useful, I feel like.
Yeah.
Being
Though I
able to,
did
like-
learn that apparently Identify does not catch curses, so
Oh,
slightly less useful. It just cuts down all of us having to cuddle with something over a short rest.
right.
And it gives you more specific information about what happens with it than the cuddling
Yeah.
identify.
Not too bad.
Pretty good. Lost my voice a little bit having just DM'd a game. But hey ho.
Luckily,
Well,
that's in
fortunately-
character for Pan.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. Good. There might be a lot of Pan's real voice in this one, as opposed to the fucking squeaky nonsense. Ugh. Just wish everyone has a lovely time.
Yeah.
What a guy. Grazie.
That was really sweet. I wanted to say so sooner, but I was brushing my teeth. That was really sweet.
Get that in before I then go into character and piss everyone off.
I
Any
find
more flyers I can stamp on.
yeah.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna say that again because apparently I was muted for stream.
No, you were. Oh, for stream. Gotcha.
Yeah, welcome back to Talia. You're on your way to Erevrad, a port city, to find a ship. You're currently at the Broken Fang, an inn you have found along the way. You have all just finished a long rest. And which of you... I know some of you were sleeping outside, some were sleeping upstairs in the inn. Which of you is the first to, come to the main floor of the inn?
That'd probably be me, seeing as I'm up
True.
the first 4 hours in the morning anyway.
Yes, as you go downstairs, you see a few of the same kind of patrons as you had noticed last night before going to bed. Either they woke up as early as you, or they haven't gone to bed yet. It's hard to tell. But there is one new patron sitting at a table almost in the dead center of the Broken Fang. And you see them reach out their spindly hands to raise a cup that is holding some kind of steaming beverage. And you don't see them raise it to their mouth per se, as you see their mouth go to the mug, a proboscis of sorts, as you are now looking at what can only be described as a Mothman.
A Mothman?
Yes.
Huh. I guess I'll go over to him and say, hello there, what is that drink that you got? I haven't seen anything hot here yet.
Oh, welcome. Yes, this is, some tea of my own design, you would say. Would you care to try some?
I most certainly would. I happen to love tea. Is it plant-based? Is it like an herbal tea?
It's dead person tea.
Yes.
Yes, this one is an herbal tea.
Yeah, I guess sit down and wait for him to pour me a cup of tea.
Yeah, he pours you a cup. This one is called the Glowing Throat. Some licorice, fennel, various nettles, and some other herbs I've found.
I give it a sniff And what would I roll to see if it's poison?
Constitution saving throw?
Before I drink it.
Before you drink it, investigation. Or I'll let you also do nature.
Well, they're both the same. Oh, that was 2 GM.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's fine. I can see it.
Yeah.
He's the GM.
I'm the GM. Yeah, no, it seems to be just like the blend he told you about. Actually, with that, you also recognize there is some red raspberry leaf and slippery elm in there.
All right. Well, I guess I'll drink it.
Mm-hmm.
So what brings you here? I've never seen.
First of all, it does taste quite good, and you've just woken up, but you felt it. It did immediately soothe, like, kind of your morning throat.
Yay. Yeah. So I guess I'll just start making conversation. So, what brings you around here? I've never seen a moth person before.
Well, yeah, I'm mostly traveling, I guess. Just heading around, you know?
Just making tea, traveling around,
Mm-hmm.
looking for light sources.
Well, yes, I do like. I don't like being in the dark all that much.
Uh, are you? Pardon if this is a little intrusive. What? What are you? I've never seen a moth man.
3 for 3. He's on a roll. Well, I guess I'm a big moth if you really want to kind of put it down all that. Just boil it down like I'm me.
Okay.
Like, what are you?
I'm an elf.
Okay, I
big
guess
pointy
that
ears.
didn't work as well as I was hoping.
Well, thanks for the tea. Do you sell your blends? Is this like a business for you?
No. I can't so much sell the blends. They're stuck in storage, I suppose.
Stuck in storage. What a... Okay. Well, I was gonna get coffee, but I guess this'll work.
It is non-caffeinated.
Ah. Well, it's still warm.
It is. And what brings you around these parts? Are you off on some adventure?
Yes, I'm actually traveling with a group of a few of us. We're headed up to what is it, Everad?
Aerobrad.
Erevrad. Yeah, we're headed up to Erevrad to hopefully find a ship to take us up to Joyce Harbor.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I was actually on my way to Erevrad as well. Would you mind some extra company?
I certainly wouldn't, but I mean, I'll have to ask the rest of my group when they get up. I don't think they'd mind. I don't. What time is it right now, ish?
I guess quite early in the morning for you. We'll say like 4 a.m.
Okay.
Oh, well, then this happens 4 hours in the future, probably.
They'll probably be up in 4 or so hours.
I'm assuming as soon as you saw the Mothman, you went to talk to the Mothman. You didn't wait 4
Oh, yeah.
hours.
No, I didn't go sit at the bar for 4 hours.
Just awkwardly staring at him.
Man,
Like
he looks
holding
sick
out a
as
lighter
hell.
and seeing how he.
Oh, goodbye, Imra.
Oh.
He looked at the picture of Mothman and then died.
I
Died in
I
terror.
thought looking the picture of Mothman unlocked one of those private chats.
Yeah. No.
I was like, that was a
Just
dramatic
died.
moment.
Yeah,
Did you just roll initiative in real life?
But yeah, I doubt he can keep talking to Mothman if he wants. But it's 4 hours later. The rest of you wake up.
Sure.
So Talai, you begin. Yeah. Doing
Just Talai
paladin stuff.
Why did my Discord shut off?
Did the Mothman kill you?
thought
Is
you
this the
died.
Mothman now?
Mothman.
The Mothman is already assassinating us.
One by
Which-
one.
He's tired of your
Perfectly.
racist shit.
Hey, I didn't say anything. Well, okay. One racist
asked-
thing with the light.
You didn't ask who he was, you asked what he was. And then, yeah, also the light.
I had never seen a Mothman before.
And he is very aware of that fact.
Yeah.
He feels your eyes glancing over him, treating him like he's some kind of exotic animal in a zoo.
Quit
He doesn't
undressing
need
with
this.
Your eyes, Imraz.
He has to hang out with us. He's doing alright.
I
Eric,
can
you-
imagine
weird.
this is gonna be great.
So, are you much of a fighter or anything? We tend to kind of get into, dangerous situations.
No, more of a shepherd, I suppose would be the best word for it. I could likely hold my own, but I don't enjoy looking for trouble.
Well, as long as you can keep yourself out of danger, we can handle it. We will protect you.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. So what is your name, friend?
My name? I am the pastor of the Phoenix, secretary of sports, abbot of rebirth, corporal of the west, sir of iron, cardinal of the faith, elder of the dreams, deacon of the arcane, Reeve Anscott, at your service.
Reeve and Scott. That is quite the title there. I'm Imra.
Reeve is my title. Anscott.
Reeve?
Yeah.
And Scott. Okay.
Anscott is my name.
Thought it was like a first name, last name thing. Okay.
No. Like a Reeve is like a local, like official, general, like kind of same level as mayor, like in charge of like a town area, but usually like appointed from a higher power rather than like an elected
Gotcha.
official.
Right. Yeah, I'm Imra. Our group doesn't really have a name, but you'll meet them in a few hours, I suppose. What's your You're also going up to Joy's Harbor?
I'm not sure where my journey will take me, but I am headed to the coastline for now.
Okay. For more tea ingredients, maybe?
That
Or-
would be lovely if I could find some.
Hmm.
Would you like some more?
Sure. I would love some tea.
And what kind would you want?
Maybe something a little energetic for the morning. Something to give me a little pep in my step.
This
Yes.
guy's a team answer.
And you see him grab the same teapot and a new cup for you and pour it in. And this time, it looks different. This time, it still looks herbal, but much greener. This should help. It helps with headaches and also quite caffeinated. So helps give you a little bit of pep.
Alright, I'll drink it.
This one's called the Rejuvenator. There's some mint, licorice, ginger.
How is it?
It
I
is
trust it not to be poison.
okay. It is quite bitter. Like it's like, especially since you just drank, like it was quite a calming cup of tea you had before, like quite smooth. This is much more bitter. Like you can taste the caffeine in it, and it seems to be a different type of leaf than you're used to. Like you have only ever had like herbal teas. There seems to be something else in it that you do not recognize.
Huh. Are you sure I can't convince you to sell me some tea?
Well, I could give you a cup of it at best.
Okay,
It
maybe. Do you, I assume you source all these ingredients yourself while traveling?
I do, yes. I it's not my journey per se, not my mission, but I do enjoy finding new teas, new blends that the people of the world can share with me.
That's great. Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess I'll just chill out with him until everyone else wakes up.
All right.
Aha, enter.
There we go. Yes, Tala, you through your very blurry vision, you do recognize it is the same innkeeper as before, a young human named Siny. And she, with a smile, hands you a mug of clearish water.
Clear-ish water. Yeah, Talai will just kind of slam it and still... I'm gonna imagine Talai's not a morning person, so just kinda
Fair enough.
holding his head in his hands. Like,
I guess I'm gonna try and flag him out. Talai, come over here. Meet my new friend.
I'm gonna roll.
You gonna roll for what?
Something.
Sociality
I don't know
was
what.
Sleepy.
Everyone roll a d20 for sleepiness.
You have no idea that he's a moth or a man.
I was gonna say I didn't even hear Imra.
Yeah. No, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have some water in your ear. Like
Alright.
you didn't drink it very good. A lot of it got like in your ears.
I'll say it into his mind now.
He'll kind of look around and see Imra in the... What's his name? What is it?
Asgrave, I think.
Asgrave?
And Scott.
Anscott.
Anscott.
And Scott.
Is it like
There you
Anscott,
go.
like that? Oh, okay.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, got it in
It's in
one.
the notes channel.
Yeah, his full title is in the notes channel.
Okay.
There
he'll
will be a
kinda
quiz.
See that guy and rub his eyes again and okay. Go over and sit down next to Imra. Yeah, morning.
Good morning. I assume this is one of your party, Imra?
Imra?
Did he die again?
I think he died.
I think he muted himself. I
Yeah,
forgot.
whoops. This is Talai. He's our muscle, so to speak.
Kind of give him a thumbs up.
He's
Really
not
big
much of a
tub.
morning person.
Yeah.
Could I give you something to drink, Talai?
You should take it to lie. It's good. It's very good tea.
Sure. Yeah.
And he pours you a cup, which is quite dark.
Okay.
But when you drink it, it is much less bitter than you would expect. Goes down smoothly, full flavor. Yeah, roll perception. Actually, no, I'll just give it to you.
Okay.
You've drinking this tea before.
I'm really good at perception. I've drank this tea before.
Yeah.
Oh. Like, is it like, oh, I had this in the last town, or is it like nostalgic?
Nostalgic.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have to kill this Mothman!
I'll kind of pause and. Where's this from?
This one, I believe I got it just outside Nasheed.
I've had this before.
I thought
So
you
I'll
might
kinda-
like it.
Thoughtful look, you know. Thank you.
You're welcome to lie,
I'll hold
Gatakanathi.
Wait, really? I was gonna say like I'm gonna hold the empty cup up to him, but like I'll be like mid, like, and just kind of looking at him.
He starts pouring you a second cup.
And how do you know that name?
Which name?
Gothic Kanathi.
Well, that is your name, right? You told me.
I did not.
Oh, apologies. I have, some abilities that don't especially enjoy talking about, slight mind reading.
Why is everyone gotta be reading our minds?
You'll get along great with Pan.
I do hope so. I'm mostly in control of it, but sometimes I just subconsciously gather like surface level thoughts from those nearby me, and it's sometimes hard to discern which of those came from this ability and which came up from people just telling me. I really apologize.
I'm curious, does he like have like a, like when you say Mothman, like does he have like a human mouth? Like I know you said he has a proboscis, but like how is he? Like, is it like a
You don't
humming-
see a like he's talking to you in perfect common, like you have no trouble understanding him, but you do not see
Sure.
like a visible mouth where words are
okay.
coming out of.
Okay.
I'm imagining he's talking
Curious.
through the proboscis that's still in the cup of tea.
At this point, I think Will and Esvel will come downstairs
Works for me.
from a good night's sleep.
Yeah, and you see a Mothman.
Okay.
I realize this is just as awful a question as the ones that Imra was asking, although Estel's not actually going
Is
to
it a
ask
beast I can shapeshift into?
That is the question.
No.
Yeah, I'll just grab some, or ask for some breakfast and come sit down. And who's the friend?
This is Ann Scott. And he was hopefully...
Wait. We don't even need to introduce him. I'll just kind of look at Ann Scott.
I don't want to.
No, it's okay. My name's Will. Um,
Welcome, dear Will. I am enjoying meeting all of Imra's companions.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention to lie, but Anscott was hoping to travel to the coast with us. I don't see why that would be a problem, but yeah.
Yeah,
He makes very good tea.
oh, really? It's actually been a long time since I had any tea.
Would you like some, Will?
Sure. I don't. In my experience, I've not liked the traditionally liked or, popular teas. Do you have anything which is more bitter or?
I think I have something you would like. And he pours a cup for you. It is almost golden in color.
has an egg in it.
Has a big fucking egg in it.
It's entirely egg yolk.
Oh.
It's just an egg. Quite a bright yellow in color, and rather than you see all of the cups they have this steam coming off of them. They are quite hot. This one is quite a dark steam, almost like a smoke.
I'll take a tentative sip.
And it's very good.
Oh. Wow, it's actually been a while since I had any.
A very lingering flavor. Like you took a sip, but it has a very long-lasting aftertaste.
And
Cool.
seeing that reaction, Asfel will turn to Anscott and just ask, "And who are you again?"
My name... I am the Pastor of the Phoenix, Secretary of Sports, Abbot of Rebirth, Corporal of the West, Sir of Iron, Cardinal of Faith, Elder of Dreams, Deacon of the Arcane Reeve Ansgott. And it is a pleasure to meet you, Cass.
Asfel.
My apologies.
And she's just kind of stuck for a moment. What does any of that mean?
He's the Secretary of Sports. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah,
specific.
I think Secretary of
Accomplished man.
Secretary of Sports pretty self-explanatory, so we'll skip that one.
I'm a little caught on Sir of Irons.
Sir of Iron? I received that title from my patron. It was actually, that one's a bit of an inside joke, you see. As you can see, I'm very soft. You see, and he kind of pokes himself, and you see when we would go on adventures, me and some of the other officers, I would often have to hide behind everyone else, so they like to make some jokes about it.
What about the rest of them? That's quite a few titles there.
Well, those will be stories for another time.
Maybe the road.
We have some time, and just what do you do?
As of now, I am on a sort of a pilgrimage, as it would be.
Is Pan with us yet, or is Pan still upstairs?
Pan is
I'm
sleeping outside.
Is Pan still- And do you, emphasis on the you, know what your end destination is on your, emphasizing your, pilgrimage?
For myself? Well, as I was telling Imra earlier, I am planning on going to Erevrad, but I'm not sure where I will be going after that. Is something wrong, Esvel? You seem quite tense. Can I offer you some tea?
Just a minor hangover, thanks. Sure.
He fills up your cup, Talai. Same one as before.
Cool.
Yes, and you are poured a cup, and it looks very similar to Will's.
Yeah, we will sip it very, very tentatively, trying to figure out what the hell is going on here.
He's just a nice guy, Asvel. No reason not to trust him.
No, none whatsoever.
He makes very good tea. I don't see the problem.
I gotta agree, the tea's pretty good.
Definitely a human fighter.
I think he would be a wonderful addition to the party for this.
Could we
trip.
could we actually talk about that for a second, privately?
And Scott,
Sorry, I don't. We'll go elsewhere.
we're gonna
keep
go
your
huddle.
tea. Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Of course. And he tops off Talai's cup before he leaves.
Hey.
But we should go
I think
find
we just
Pan.
kicked this guy off of his own table.
No, I said
No,
we were gonna go.
the rest
huddle.
of you left. He's
Okay.
sitting there still.
Yep. We go huddle like outside with Pan.
Yeah, we should go.
And wakes up to us circled around him.
Team
We're doing
huddle.
like football huddle over top of Pan. He
Why
makes,
are we huddling?
he makes good tea, but I don't know if we should necessarily have him with us. That
Why not? He's just got he'll just be a few days or however long it takes.
yeah, I
can find out if he's evil or not.
I mean, there's
I don't
Sure.
think he is, but I can.
there's 5 of us and 1 of him if it really comes to that.
You guys have joined me outside, have you?
Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't sleeping. I was just kind of standing, leaning against the spear, and I give you all sort of like a very faint acknowledgement before just standing and very tiredly just staring out at anything.
So, Pan, there's a guy that's kind of like a moth bug person, but full size. Have you seen those? Anyway, he wants to join us on our trip to at least Ergofrad.
Your decisions are your own.
Right, but considering we're a group and he would be joining the group, it would be, needs to be a group choice.
Also considering that he alluded to a patron, which seems slightly Pan territory.
He also reads minds.
True.
Oh,
Is
Okay.
that what's happening?
Just a little bit.
He knew my last name. That was all.
It was my
Right.
understanding that you disapprove of this.
very
I
strongly.
really, really do.
That is even more reason not to have him come with us. I don't like mind reading.
You
I don't
have that.
think it's something he does on purpose.
Even
Yeah.
worse.
True.
Well, you have that circlet, Will.
Yeah,
So you're safe, right?
I suppose so.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but if you all are against it,
like I said, I mean, I can at least find out if he's.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we can insight check the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty
So-
of room between evil and not good.
True.
For me, the thing that I want to know why he wants to go to Erevet. I want to know what he's trying to do. This doesn't seem like your average traveler.
He's also a very far traveler.
Yes.
Did he say where he's from?
Nope.
No, but he's been to Nasheed, and we're
On the other end of the continent.
yeah.
Given my proficiency with herbalism, would I have been able to identify roughly where or what the things in the drink that I drank were from?
Yes, it seemed to primarily be almost like ground chestnut. Like it was a very nutty vegetal flavor. And also some leaves of a plant you do not recognize.
Got it. Okay. So I can't get a geographic read on it, really.
No. Well, you definitely know, like, it's nothing from, like, mid-continent guaranteed. Like, there is nothing, like, Gilgard, Joyce Harbor, that whole area, nothing in there is that kind of plant.
Oh yeah, if he's been to Nasheed and we're down by Wa right now, or Jua, whatever it was.
Yeah. But I think he's from around Nasheed. He's from the north. And I haven't encountered this or even heard of this race at all.
Was that a question?
Yes. Yeah, Vic. Vic?
Hello.
Oh, you were asking me a question. I thought you were asking
Yeah.
each other a
Yeah.
question. Sorry. What was the question?
Like I haven't even heard of, seen any experience with this race at all.
No.
Okay.
Never seen Mothra before.
Do I know the thing that you sent me earlier? Like, do I know that as a function of being what I am?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I will just chime in. He's exactly what he looks like. He is a giant moth.
I gotta say, not the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Definitely the first time I've seen something like that, though.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
New for both of us, for sure.
And just for the record, mind reading does not come with the territory of being a giant moth.
Well, he's got a lot of titles. I assume he's fairly accomplished. We don't know where that came from.
Though one of those titles was from his friends making fun of him. So
Mm-hmm.
At
how
least
much those titles are actually worth?
He did say his friend the king.
Oh, true. Oh, he didn't
wow.
say what.
I get a feeling he's certainly more powerful than he lets on, but I don't necessarily get the feeling that he's out to get us.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say I dissent to having him with us.
All right.
Mind rating of any level is, especially when it's uncontrollable, is disconcerting. No offense, Pan.
No reaction.
Well, I guess you gotta break the news then.
That's fine by me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just head back in. Anyone that wants to come with, I can go alone if need be.
I'll come with.
We
Okay.
hang out here and talk about what we're going to try and accomplish during the day.
Walk to Ergobrad. I mean, it's still a few days, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You meant it'll probably be 3 days by foot, 2 days by walking, or on like horseback, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go in. Just walk up to him and be like, I'm very sorry. We're just very disconcerted and put off by your mental or your mind reading capabilities, as shall I put it, or Imra. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to have you come with us. I am very sorry, but
I understand, Will. I appreciate you telling me rather than just leaving without me.
oh no, that would be incredibly rude. That's one thing we are not, or I strive not to be.
Well, thank you, and he turns to Imra. Thank you so much for your company this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have a gift for you if you would take it.
Okay.
Something
what is-
to start your own collection. And he pulls out a teapot that is identical to the one he has been using all morning.
Thank you so much.
And as he hands it to you, it begins to shift in your hands. As it takes on a unique form for yourself. What does your special teapot look like?
What does my special teapot look like? Probably like a kind of slate gray, almost silver, with blue like line accents on it, and then the star of Mistra on the top lid part.
Ooh, nice. Love it. So, this is, as in case you couldn't already tell, a magical item. Hard to come by, mind you. But it will remember every blend of tea you ever steep in it. So currently, this is a fresh pot, as you can tell. But if you are able to find blends you enjoy, you steep it in here, and you'll be able to enjoy it at your leisure.
That is amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Imra.
Let me see.
And could I speak to you alone for a moment before you go?
Sure.
So, Will, you're heading out?
Oh yeah, I'll leave them.
Teapot totally disarmed him.
I'll go up to the bar, but I'm trying to very subtly not look like I'm listening, but I'm totally listening.
What's up?
You then see him raise his hand as he casts silence. Or, not silent, what's the one I want?
Zone of truth.
Zone of truth.
He's already a
How
mind
basic
reader. That ship
are
has
you?
sailed, guys.
That's, actually, no, he doesn't have to do that anyways. Imra, you hear in your mind, telepathically. Actually, here, I'll move you to a different chat. These losers
Okay.
don't get to hear it. Also, I do love that picture I just posted. I just saw it.
That's great.
Oh man, beautiful.
Uh,
He begins speaking to you telepathically.
mhm.
Imra, there is more in you than you know. I am sorry. I did not mean to pry, but your presence is greater than that of your comrades. You are more powerful than any of them, than all of them put together. But you have not reached your potential yet.
Can you help? I've been trying to discern what's going on. I've had
I
odd
do not
things.
know if how much I can help, but I can point you in the right direction. I am afraid any of my help might put me at odds with your party, which I am sorry, dear Imra, but I am not willing to antagonize the rest of your friends just to help you.
That's okay. I wouldn't expect you to.
So without their blessing, I'm afraid all I can do is give vague gestures. Imra, you do not belong here. I know what you did, and it had to be done, Imra. You are not alone in this. You are not the end all, but you have become the end. You are important, and you need to get home, Imra,
Home?
before it's too late. This world, it's cracking. It can't last. But if you get home, then maybe you can put it back together the way it's supposed to be.
Do you mean Elysium?
I cannot give you more. I am sorry, dear Imra. That is all I can do without letting others know.
Okay. Thank you. That helps a lot. I've been trying to figure out what this all means, and it's good to hear some direction.
And you see his eyes light up for a second, and he's and he starts searching around in his bag. And actually, I'm going to move you back now.
Okay.
Eat every single fruit that we see and get like 30 in every stat. Easy.
All right, so you see Ansgot and Imra just kind of staring at each other for a while. At which point you see kind of, I don't want to say his eyes light up because that makes it sound like they're physically glowing, but like it lights up with an idea, you know? And you
A
see
metaphorical light bulb
a
appears.
metaphorical light bulb appears as he reaches down into his bag and pulls out a vial and hands it to you, Imra. This will help. Drink this tonight before you go into your trance.
Okay.
Good luck, Imra.
Thank you. I hope we'll meet again.
You hear a gunshot. Rock falls.
Will shoots you 3 times in the face.
Right.
And with that, he gives a wave to all of the party.
I'm gonna linger and then pop back in once everyone else has stopped walking away again.
Assuming this means, given that he has waved to the party, that we are now inside of Imra. Can I insight check Imra just to see what's going on there?
Sure.
I'd also like to insight check Bug Guy,
Sure.
just to get a read on him.
Yeah, give me that good metal
See,
dice.
like, if I get an idea of what he just conveyed.
I can give you a 12 for insight.
Imra,
give you a
roll
19.
deception for me.
Okay. You don't know shit.
No, Imra is hiding his intentions well enough that you're not able to discern from him. Kind of what
Does it look like he is intentionally hiding what is going on? I don't think I've ever seen that on Imra before. if
Yeah,
that makes
that's
sense.
up to Imra.
I think Imra's kind of just not necessarily, well, I guess hiding, but not like actively hiding. If that makes sense, just like not letting anything out and not really making any sort of discernible like expressions or anything.
Right.
Just it's a normal day. We're going on with our travels.
And Will,
I
what you're
only got 19.
what you're able to determine is like you see the Mothman kind of waving what you expect is a
Sorry.
moth smile on his face.
Wrong stat. 12.
Oh, you rolled a 12?
Yes.
That was
I
a
used the
big
wrong stat.
that
I
was
used
a
perception.
big difference. And yes, you can see his gaze seems to linger on Imra longer than anyone else's, but that is all you're able to determine. And so you all head out, and Panoptis, you come back in kind of after everyone has shuffled off.
Yeah, the inn didn't let me leave. It was weird.
Yeah, you walk back in.
So just so everyone, I just kind of drop to the back of the group, pop back in. I look over and just into his mind. I am told you read thoughts.
Yes. He does not turn towards you. He's continuing to drink his tea, but reaches out to you mentally. And
I kind of walk towards him, and I say, "Please, if you have it within you, will you help me?"
what is it you need help with?
My mind is fractured, confused. I am so tired. I have purpose, but not the means to achieve it. What can you see within? Please help me.
And again, he gives you what you expect is a moth smile and says, I can help you. And he reaches into his bag and pulls out a vial with a green liquid in it. And take this before you go to sleep tonight, and I will be able to help.
Does it give off any magical glow?
Yes. Well, what's the... Let me double check. I think I want it to be divination, but I'll double. Schools of Magic. I never remember this list. Arithmancy. Oh, how exciting. It is a combination of divination and illusion.
Okay.
Isn't that fun?
Like a little green liquid in a vial.
Yes.
I'll tuck that into
And like quite small, like you can, like that would be like a single gulp
Yeah, sure.
down the whole thing.
I will take it, look to him, and kind of slightly disappointed that he couldn't give me an understandable answer, and I'll have to wait further, but I thank you, and should I be able to aid you in a way, in the future, I would enjoy the opportunity to repay your kindness.
He holds up his glass to you in a sort of toast and says, "Let me know if you find any good tea."
Ha ha.
So you're all walking outside now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I forget. Did we have a cart and horses,
Uh,
or were we walking the whole time?
you were
We were walking, and I was occasionally creating animals for us.
Yep.
As you walk outside, you do see kind of like, you know, like that old West saloon style kind of post that the horses are tied up to. You see 2 riding horses you expect from patrons inside the bar. And you also see a 3rd horse. This 3rd horse is pure white with a silvery tail, piercing blue eyes, and its most discernible characteristic is the long horn that it has coming out of the front of its head.
So just a normal horse then. Got it.
Yeah, that's what all horses look like.
Definitely a horse.
Definitely a horse fighter.
Does it have a proboscis?
No, that would be the worst. I hate you for making me think about that. I hate it.
Horses already have crazy long tongues. Oh, that's uncomfortable.
But yes, you do see a unicorn.
Okay. Well.
Oh.
I suppose.
Would Imra know that he can speak to unicorns in Elvish?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to him, I guess.
Now I need to actually. This is just going to be a fun thing. Now I need to look up a stat block for this.
I'm not gonna fight the unicorn. I just want to say hi.
Okay. Yeah. So you say hi,
Hi, what's up?
or here. Give me a nature roll first, actually.
Nature. Oh.
Oh.
Not bad.
Yeah. So
oh,
you.
dear God, Imra's gonna get a unicorn by the end of this.
Yes.
So you know you can communicate with unicorns, like you know you can speak their language, and they do speak. You also know they are big on title, like very very formal creatures. Like they don't like they want to be referred to by their full names. They want to refer to you by your full title. Very proper.
Hello, sir. May I ask your name? Your title? Or ma'am? I apologize.
Imra just ticking all of the bigotry boxes today.
Well, sir's not necessarily gendered.
It's a title.
It's very specifically gendered. Madam and sir.
If you are knighted, you
Yeah.
are you
No,
are
you
still
become lady.
Is that true? Okay. There's some modes of military ranking where you remain sir. I believe. What the heck? Yeah, no. I think when you address someone as your superior in the military, they are still sir.
Ooh, I'm doing this title generator, and it's like Captain of Slaves. Nope. Nope.
I shoot the unicorn 3 times.
Oh yeah, unicorn. We're immediately fighting a fucking unicorn.
Mhm.
No.
Unless he's the
Mother
leader.
of dragons, breaker of chains.
My name is, and speaking to you in, you were speaking Sylvan or Elvish.
Elvish.
Responds to you in Elvish. I am the chaplain of the Red, master of sports, eminence of the millennium, guru of the stars, official of poison, paragon of skulls, llama of time, grace.
Llama of time.
Can we get that? Oh, there it is in the chat.
Well,
Chaplain of the Red, Master of Sports, Eminence of the Millennium, Guru of the Stars, Official of Poison, Paragon of Skulls, Llama of Time, Grace. It's very nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you.
I'm Imra, by the way.
It is very good to meet you, Imra.
Not quite as long of a title as yours.
Perhaps one day you will reach there.
I hope to do that.
And it
Are you-
looks toward, like, kind of lowers its head and looks, gets, like, much too close, very much in your personal space. As it speaks to you again, and this time, do you speak Celestial?
I do.
This time in Celestial. And it almost whispers, as if it's not talking to you, Mistra.
How... I will respond back in Celestial. How do you know that? Where?
You have a connection.
I did.
But it's... No, it's... The connection that was supposed to be severed is stronger. No, she...
What?
no.
How? She's gone.
But how can... Is one ever truly gone? And again, like, it seems almost dazed at this point, just, like, almost looking through you and speaking.
I suppose it's not.
And then you see it snap to attention. You must make haste, Imra. Speaking to you in Elvish again. There are places you are needed.
Do you know where? Or is it where I'm thinking?
You must go home, Imra. You are needed.
To get home, I need something from home.
But are you not from your home?
Not me. I need something else. I will do my best. Thank you for your wisdom, Chaplain of the Red, Master of Sports, Eminence of Millennium, Guru of the Stars, Official of Poison, Paragon of Skulls, Llama of Time, Grace.
She bows to you. I believe in you, Imra.
I will bow as well and impale my head on the horn, and then say goodbye, thank you, and leave.
Okay. Anyone else want to talk to the unicorn?
I'm good, thanks.
Unless it speaks Golka, no.
It does not.
Actually, I do speak Elvish.
Oh,
But
Would
I'm-
I heard it speaking Celestial? Was I within hearing distance of its voice?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. I kind of look up with interest at that, but then I don't pursue it.
Aren't they telepaths? They don't actually speak.
This one speaks.
It's fine. It's a unicorn, man.
For its
They can speak.
Okay. Sure.
Had no problems with the Mothman. As soon as a unicorn shows up, this is breaking my immersion.
Actually.
Actually. Alright. Well, let's get on the road, I guess. I don't think we should. We're gonna leave all those horses behind us, Phil.
pardon?
I know you were talking about stealing horses. We're not. No.
I have never talked about stealing horses.
Yeah, you did. Was it Will?
Me. Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
Will, there you go. Will, we're not
Steal
stealing these horses.
Oh, okay. I didn't even say anything.
Why would I be on board with petty theft to accomplish nothing?
I don't know. You guys have been talking about horses.
To be fair, it's only a few days, and from my understanding of horses, they're smart enough to return to their homes once set free.
This
So
isn't
we're
their.
just borrowing them. But they would return to their masters, no?
I have no idea. Where would their masters be?
Mm-hmm. You tell me.
Exactly.
The
Or
horse
talk
knows.
to
Horse-
the horse. And they
The
can
horse
talk.
isn't gonna tell you.
They might
Well-
let
Why
us
not?
know, but
Let's just get walking.
Why
Everyone
are
make
horse
a
fireworks
perception
masters?
roll for me as you're walking away from the inn.
Oh, and
I'm just gonna go ahead
before
and
we
gas
leave, I am
once
going
I
to
pass.
Druidcraft to check what the weather's going to be like.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, that's right.
Here we go. I have to figure what's the closest. What's the weather? Why is it so warm in Toronto right now? Yeah, it's,
My real objective was just making Vic more globally aware.
it's going to be a hot day. You see a few clouds in the sky, but you can tell they are not coming towards you. It's going to be a hot day.
So I assume this is just like a little ball of light in my hand or something.
Mm-hmm. And it's like Siri. It's going to be hot.
Holy
Oh,
cow, man,
amazing.
your perception.
For perception, what did you get, Will?
Yeah.
26.
Oh yeah. Talai, you just start walking.
Yep.
You're
good with
done.
that.
Everyone else, you do notice that the unicorn was saddled, and etched on one of the saddlebags, you do see the initials RA.
He was and Scott's. I figured.
That's, yeah, I was guessing.
Mhm.
But yeah. That's crazy.
He's just riding a unicorn around.
Actually, I will, just as we're about to leave, quickly whisper something to the unicorn, which I will DM to you.
Okay. I'm assuming only good things.
You can decide.
I will fucking kill.
Gonna kick your ass.
We're not fighting the unicorn.
Where's my money, Lebowski?
It's my $5. I know it was you. Oh, it's so exciting. So much type.
That's probably all.
It kind of just squints at you and goes back to eating its
That's
golden
in
hay.
Elvish, by the way.
Okay. It's just eating like pure gold or something out of a trough. I don't know. The unicorn. Yeah. So everyone wants to head out?
Yeah, let's get saddled up and head on out.
All right. Esvel's. What is? Here, let's look up if somebody has a name for fantasy Siri. No, not fantasy series.
Would it be something like Cyric?
It's called Sigrid.
Hey Sigrid, what's the weather going to be like today?
Fucking hot.
Great.
It's not that accurate.
Who does Sigrid sell all your personal information to?
Cyric.
I'll be right back. I gotta put away this carton of ice cream that I totally wasn't eating for lunch.
Okay. Yes, you head out. You're walking for most of the day. Anything else you want to do during the day? or just march?
I'm gonna keep a watch out for some nice plants for tea ingredients.
Give me a
If
nature
I
roll.
see anything,
And do I notice that Imra is doing this?
probably.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
I
hiding
imagine
it.
he is not doing it stealthily.
Then may I aid in the proceedings? And am I allowed to roll with herbalism kit intelligence instead of nature intelligence?
Correct. Or sure, yes.
Yes. Of course you are. Wait, what?
That doesn't seem. Yeah,
So you
no,
rolled-
that's right.
Huh?
0 intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a specific tea you want to make? Or are you just looking for anything that might be useful?
Just anything that might be a good tea. I just want to start building up my library.
With a 12, you find some honeybush.
That's my nickname in high school.
All right, all right.
Not sure what that means. But
Me either. I
okay.
thought it was funny.
It came out too quick to not be true, too.
Oh, really quick.
You might also know it by the name Cyclopia.
Hmm.
Honeybush is its common name, though.
All right. And that's all.
Who knew we would be learning how to make tea in D&D? All right. Yeah, Esvel, you didn't find shit.
We're outside. Plants are hard to come by outside, man.
Yeah, so your day goes by without kind of any trouble. You're on a main road at this point, so you pass a fair number of carts and travelers going both directions, but it's mostly just plains around here. Plains and farms, nothing of that much interest unless you want to stop at a farm for some reason.
Nah.
No, not in particular.
And it's about, we'll say, like 4 p.m., so still fairly bright out when you pass an inn. But would you like to keep going and just camp in? You don't expect you'll be able to find an inn later on if you want to actually march until dark.
I think we keep going.
I don't have an
I
issue.
gotta keep going, yeah.
I'm not especially attached to inns.
All right, so you do make more progress today, but you do find yourself camping in the wilderness.
That's all right.
Yep. Should we do watches or?
Probably.
Okay.
And I'm definitely gonna down that vial before I go to sleep. And, I mean, I guess do my best to not let anyone see, but not actively hide it.
Okay. Make a stealth roll for me. I'm pretty sure everyone's passive perception is higher than that.
Yup.
Mine is.
Mine is.
Unless you're negative in wisdom.
Mine is not.
Negative in wisdom.
Dump stats!
Wisdom's a
I don't
dump.
think Talai cares anyways, so it's okay.
Yeah, works out. You're working on your fire. You don't see Imra
Yeah, exactly.
down in this. Everyone else, you do see Imra downing this. And Panoptis, you recognize that is the same kind of vial you were given.
I kind of watch what happens.
You see no discernible difference. There's no immediate effect that you can discern. And Imra, you also feel unchanged.
Okay.
I will take first watch then. I'm keeping an eye on Imra. Weird stuff's going down.
I'll take my usual second watch.
All right.
Hmm.
Esvel or Panoptis?
I'm assuming by now I would have sort of be aware of what our usual rotation is. I will stay up for third with Imra.
Okay.
I'm kind of just passively letting everyone else decide what I'm doing this night.
You can either let me go
Aw,
alone, or you can
Pan.
go with
Or have till I go on.
your choice of which of us you want to stay up with.
Or you have big party, Esfil, Imra, and Pan all up at the same time.
True.
Or
Or
might
I should say, Esfil, you'll only be able to stay up for half of Imra's shift.
I am most concerned with being awake right after Imra wakes up.
Mhm.
Might I say, though, to influence you one way or the other, Pan, I just rolled a 30 on perception, so
What? Oh, wait.
You see a moth 2 miles away in the dark.
that motherfucker, I'm gonna shoot it.
You can see he looked over in your direction for a little bit.
Yeah. Looked at you funny.
Pan's just like, whatever you choose.
Why don't you sleep on it then? Just,
Get up when you get up.
yep.
All right.
Tali is not particularly interested in having Pan join him for his shift again.
You put out my fire.
I will like take a watch purely because that's just what I do. So I'll take my own vial once I've done my watch and then gone back to sleep again is when I'll drink mine eventually.
Sure. All right, Will, you're on first shift. Imra, everyone else has gone to sleep now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Will, yes. Thank you, Talai. Getting ready for that good shift by yourself. Yeah, Will, you look around and now that you've been here for a little bit, you've gotten used to the noises in this different part of the continent. You occasionally hear carts riding through. You've gone a little bit off the main road to try and find a little bit of shelter. It is still quite warm out. The Sigrid was not lying. So you've situated yourself a fair bit away from the fire in order to not be too overheated.
Mm-hmm.
So you hear noises from the main road occasionally as people are traveling through the night, but you do not hear anyone approaching your camp. As you look around, specifically at Imra, he... what does your trance look like, Imra, in general?
Probably just like sitting cross-legged, like straight up, just hands out at the sides,
Mm-hmm.
just eyes closed.
Like you haven't paid a lot of attention to Imra in the past and how he is in trance, but he appears to be in the same position he always is.
Okay.
And your watch goes by without any hardship. Is there anything you want to do during your watch?
Not. And, well, I think I'm gonna write a letter.
All right.
I'll send you the contents. But
Yeah,
I'm just gonna write it and put it in one of my pockets.
sure. So you're waking up Talai next?
Yes.
All right, Talai, you wake up. Time for your shift. And you go to sleep, Will?
Yes, I will.
Talai, what are you up to? I think I could take a guess, but...
Yeah, I mean he's pretty ritualistic, so building the fire up, gathering firewood, cleaning his flail, which really doesn't need to be cleaned. Is my gun still jammed? I feel like it's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah. No, you tried fixing it one time and it didn't work.
Tried fixing it multiple times. I'll do that again.
Roll investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fixed it. Got it unjammed.
Yay. Pretty happy about that. And then whatever he's got on him, coin, food, makes his nightly sacrifice and just kind of stares into the fire. I'm guessing a little too long because 6 perception.
Sun stare.
Yeah.
Practicing to be the best.
Yep. Rocky Balboa music plays in the background. Am I getting something?
Yep.
I am. Okay.
All right. Anything else to lie?
No, I guess not.
Otherwise, you are quite distracted by your ritual and your fire. You do not notice anything in or around the camp.
Sure.
Who are you waking up next?
It's Imra, isn't it?
Yeah, and Esfel.
And Usvel.
Yeah.
Esvel, you wake up. Imra, you don't.
I just don't?
You don't wake up.
Okay.
Let's go over
Rolling your
here.
character.
Oh.
Welcome, welcome.
Ew.
Welcome to your trance.
Oh god.
No, it's good stuff. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Let me find my list. Ah, it was on. I wrote this on my on my laptop. Let me open this on
Oh,
my
no.
laptop. Oh boy, this thing's slow. And no, not that one. This one. There we go. You dream tonight. And what you dream is you see Dwemohart. And you look around and you see it in its full glory. You see it full of people and creatures and magic. And you look down and you see yourself in long, ornate robes that you recognize as the robes of like a religious leader, like someone like top of the totem pole kind of thing.
Right.
And as you begin to walk through the streets, you see every person you pass lowers themselves before you.
Okay.
And you hear them chanting in Celestial towards you as you pass, sort of a like verbal salute, where they call you Savior of Magic.
Okay. I guess I'll just let it happen and keep going. You said I was in like a town square type thing?
Yes, you find yourself, when you first kind of came into this dream, you seem to be walking towards a large temple at the heart of Dwemohart.
Alright, keep going.
Yeah, and this continued. Even the guards at the temple bow towards you. There's not been a single soul that has not bowed and said that chant towards you. And as you pass inside, you see a series of kind of large, kind of glass mirrors. Like they're there for decoration, but as you pass, you catch a reflection of yourself, and you see Mistra.
Okay. Uh, Definitely gonna stop for a second and just stare. Try to just take that in. And I guess keep going up to the altar center, wherever I had intended to be going.
Yes, and as you begin to walk to kind of the center of the temple, you see it wisps of black coming into your vision until it covers everything and you do not see anymore. And you hear a voice that you recognize as Ansgot.
Okay.
So, dear Imra, do you know what you must do now?
I do.
Then go.
I shall.
And the dream fades. And essentially, your potion, I'm just going to tell you so you know what to do. Potion, you slept for 8 hours, and there's nothing they
Okay.
can do about it.
Right.
Although I imagine they're going to try and do something about it and be very upset.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so
That's
sending you back.
Woo.
Would it be? Oh,
Hello?
Hello.
I'm not gonna bring up the idea because I don't want him to do it.
Okay.
What if we
I'm gonna
stab
message
him?
as well.
Welcome back. How'd it go?
Imra's
So-
still asleep.
Way more than anything else, watching Imra.
Yep. Okay, so Esvel, you have woken up. Talai, you were unable to wake Imra up. What do you do?
I'll probably just go wake Esfel up, try one more time, maybe slap him around a little bit, and go to bed.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Were you going to wake Panoptis up as well, or?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, he didn't take a shift with me, and he said he wanted to take a shift, yeah. Try to do it in the most unintrusive way because of how restlessly Pan sleeps.
Yeah. I also don't have eyelids, so it's pretty freaky.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. Have I been sleeping like normally for me this time around?
Yes.
Yeah. Not obviously not having had the full one yet, but like yeah, normal for me.
Yeah, so Esvel and Panoptis, you're awake now for your shift, and Imra is asleep. So both of you give me a perception roll.
I'm typing you something that might change that.
Sure, sure.
10 perception. Whew.
I've seen better.
At level 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At level 5.
Just it's coming from someone who has a -1 in perception.
And I assume that means that I'm not rolling perception.
Correct. So Panoptis, what do you want to do for your shift?
Like, have they communicated like we can't wake
yeah.
him up? I'll walk over. I kind of I pause and then eventually I take out the green vial. He imbibed this substance, I believe.
You see everyone around you is asleep.
Everyone is sleeping,
Yeah.
even the ones that woke me up.
Yes. They went to bed real quick.
So they kind of woke me up, told me Imra won't wake up, and then just fell asleep.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm so sorry, Pan. You get jerked around so much.
I
Guys,
assume
I figured it out. Oh, okay.
Okay.
in the weird way that would come across is exactly what is meant by that. So
Mhm.
Esvel was supposed to be up with you. Are you mentally messaging her?
who me?
Yes.
Well, I've just noticed the fact that everyone has seemingly just dropped straight asleep while I was trying to talk to them. Yeah, I will individually go through everyone into the mines, and say, curious happenings. Are you awake?
Yep. Yep. What's up?
Ah, forgive me. I thought strange things were occurring. Please rest. I will take the watch.
Much obliged. Yeah, I'm up. And then closes her eyes again.
Curious. So this changes. So it's just me awake, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is Pan doing now? God, it's just like a head full of conflict and weirdness. Oh, it's been a while. Detect thoughts on Imra.
Hell yeah, baby.
Okay.
So, like, before I push, just the surface thoughts.
Mhm.
If any.
Surface thoughts on Imra. Well, actually, Imra, you can take this one.
Am I having service thoughts right now?
Yeah, how does surface
Like-
thoughts work when they're asleep?
I guess it's just whatever that is, like, kind of default, the most pressing emotion or issue on their mind, I suppose.
Like, what is the most thing you're feeling right now? Like, is it like anger, happiness, relief, that kind of thing?
I guess maybe like determination at this point. He's feeling very motivated while he's asleep.
I kind of smile to myself at that. Pan likes that. Big fan of that. I'll also grab surface thoughts of Will.
I don't think you can. Because he's got the thingy.
Ah, okay.
No, he can.
Oh, he can?
He can.
I thought that protected against, like,
It does. But
mind stuff.
So what does he get, Will?
uh, hmm. I think it's a matter of as soon as he starts to turn to me, I'm gonna attack him.
You're asleep?
You're asleep, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
What?
I thought everyone was asleep.
I didn't go to sleep.
He was pretending to be asleep.
Oh, well, I'd still get your surface thoughts because
Yeah.
that doesn't require like saving throws or anything.
Right. Oh, damn it. I don't really know what you're doing though. I know you cast a spell, but I don't know what it does.
Yeah, you would have just seen me kind of sitting over Imra and frowning a lot, being kind of wrestling with myself. That's kind of visually what I'd be looking like, and then would have made whatever spell, and I'd just kind of be looking, and then I would just kind of turn my head towards you, I suppose, from a distance of however long this distance is, I suppose.
I don't know, Vic. Is there any way for me to have any idea what he's doing?
Roll Arcana.
Definitely shapes my path. 19.
Yes, you're able to. Here's what I'll give. One sec. Let me Google this real quick.
Because I believe I can cast this spell next level.
You can tell it is a divination spell.
Okay. I know you do some mind stuff. Do I put it together enough?
Especially given the events of this morning.
Yeah. I think I'll attack you. Like, if it appears that you're going to be doing this to me,
Sure.
then rather than let you do that, I'm going to jump at you with my... what do I have? I pull my rapier and I attack you. Or how far away are you?
I would be close to Imra, so I don't know how close everyone sleeps, but I wouldn't be right on top of you or anything like that. I wouldn't be looming over you. This was just like the start of like a kind of a from where I was next to Imra and just kind of quizzically just trying to take in things and puzzle things out and just looking over at you at the moment.
Or like
Okay.
this.
Sorry, one more question before we get to this point. Given what I typed to you earlier, would the verbal component have been enough to wake me?
No.
Okay.
"30 feet away, I'm laying down. I'm gonna like try and jerk up to my feet and hit you with a ray of frost then.
Shit.
What are the components of that? Yeah, I just stand up, point a finger at you, mouth the words of power that I need, and that beam of frost right at you. Though, because you do get surface thoughts, basically just like need for survival at this point. It's pure fight or flight.
Sure.
Okay, Will, make the roll. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, just the one?
Panoptis, you take 9 cold damage. Will and Panoptis roll for initiative.
Do I wake up to this?
And is that enough?
let me-
Especially given this.
Oh yeah.
I know that I'm
Right, yes, I
specifically unconscious right now, but
Yeah.
This is also right when Talai went to bed, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. No, that would have woken everyone up except for Imra.
okay, I can roll initiative as well.
Imra's dead.
Yeah. Everyone else roll initiative. Esvel and Talai, you are still prone, however.
Sure.
Do I have still have
Understood.
disadvantage on initiative?
We'll say no. No. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Why would you have disadvantage on initiative?
Reasons.
really, that's the question that you're gonna go with is like the super important what the fuck is happening right now question?
I know what's happening.
Okay, well, surprise round is over, but you're still so fast.
Yeah. Right after I fired at him, I just charge him and stick him with my 2 daggers.
Jesus.
Oh god, we're killing Pan.
Both hit.
Okay. This first. shoot. Damn it. Okay. No, none of that then.
And,
-3 to that second one.
okay, Pen, you take 7 piercing damage.
Oof.
As Will charges at you, slashing his 2 daggers.
Well, that's interesting. Hey, Talai, we got that fight you were after.
And Panoptis, it is your turn.
Oh my god,
Uh,
Will is attacking
Yeah,
me. This
you can
is-
see Imra looks unchanged. Esvel and Talai, you can see, have begun to woke up, but are still prone, and Will has just charged at you.
Esvel jerks awake. Black Lives Matter. She's woke now.
Okay, yep.
So I god damn, I've already used half of my spell slots. Warlocks.
Half of my 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
Counterspell your daggers.
Like the expression on my face as this happens is just utter confusion beyond anything before. I cast oh Christ. Darkness centered on myself.
Oh boy.
All right, let's go, boys.
Was it 20 feet radius?
Squid
I'll pop
tactics.
this thing up now.
Oh, we're about to get double squid tactics in a second. I look forward to this.
Oop,
Oh, 50
Um,
foot radius.
15.
And that's my spells gone. I'm a warlock, so bonus actions don't exist for me. I will. I'm gonna move. Oh, Christ. I'm gonna step back to about here. So I guess he gets an attack of opportunity on me if he wants it.
Does he though?
With darkness.
I don't think so.
I can't see, I can hear.
Yeah, that's what you would hear the movement.
Yeah,
and
here,
obviously
here.
your daggers are right up to me.
I've got this, so I don't.
Oh, true, true. Hmm.
So it helps, but
Here. Let me.
Sure, I can-
I'm gonna look up something real quick.
Be about here, actually. I think.
yeah, but it's specific to the wordings of attack of opportunity,
That you can see moves out of your reach.
and I can't see.
Boom. Okay.
Okay.
And then
Sure.
just psychic voice into your head. William Judd, stop. That's it.
Esvel, it is your turn.
I am going to stand up for... Oh, wow. That's going to cost me a lot of movement. Standing up cost me 30 feet of movement.
Hmm.
I'm going to stand up. I'm going to sort of grope for where Will is. Am I able to find him?
What do I want you to roll? You gotta roll something. Give me a d20.
The last time I did one of these in Total Darkness, it went really well. I give you a 5.
No.
Oh, I also pull out my shield and spear as well.
Yeah,
just
fair
so
enough.
my shield's on one arm.
You are unable to find him.
Then I will just say aloud rather than whispering it to him. Will, what the hell are you doing? Emphasizing hell. And I am going to, knowing something of Panoptis's abilities, and sort of being able to divine that this darkness is of his creation, will cast Fog Cloud centered on myself.
Can you ping that for me?
The squids.
Ooh.
Squid.
Let's
Let's make this one blue. Can someone make a 20-foot
And
radius
it's-
for me?
And it's up to you whether or not I know the all of the specific stuff around what Panoptis is doing. That specifically Fog Cloud would not count as magic darkness. Because that might be a little too.
Nope, you can cast Fog Cloud.
Okay, seems reasonable.
Mhm.
And then, how badly do I want to intervene in this without context and without Will having responded to me?
Oh, I can respond out of my turn. Sorry.
Yes. What did you say?
Oh, well, in response to Panoptes, I just growl, like, stay out of my head. And then in response to Esvel, I'm like, he was doing something with my mind. Don't know what he would know.
Let's go with.
I always love seeing those rulers coming out.
Don't do anything you're going to regret. And can I get a huge token, please?
Oh yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's a good question. What the fuck is that?
That's how big huge is, right?
Yeah, 4 or 3 times
Yeah,
a normal token. Yeah.
That's a bit too big. There we go.
Just gonna be flopping on the ground though.
Oh no, this is a river serpent.
Yeah, we're not.
River serpents can move on land.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're also huge.
Magikarp used splash.
And now that I can see Will, I am going to move between him and where I would have. I guess I might have been able to make out where Pan had gone off to, so I'm going to just try and stand between them.
Sure.
Imra's still motionless on the ground, getting trampled.
Yeah, he's fallen over at this point.
Very careful not to squish him.
Talai, you wake up in a fog. Do you have dark sight?
No.
Okay, you wake.
No, go ahead.
Firstly, you're in a fog cloud. Secondly, immediately in front of you, you see a just sphere of darkness.
Yep.
And actually, no, Esvel, you are big enough. You see this river serpent like poking out of this sphere of darkness.
Sure.
Oh no, what have I done?
Would Divine Sense find ASMRs?
Divine sense.
I can
You
ping it.
absolute mad lad.
Would you know what an ASMR is?
No, but I have this new ability that Talai has never used, and it's the only way he can see anything, and he can't see anything right now.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So given what happened during my watch and what you sent me,
And here, I'm actually. No, you can keep going, but I'll do.
Okay.
I'm sending you some extra flavor.
Okay. I'm gonna use Divine Sense. And I'm guessing that lets me know where Pan is, but no one else.
Correct.
Okay. And I know it's Pan, right?
Let me write this up to you.
Okay. Waiting.
Would you know Celestial means me? Unless it's like
That's what I'm not sure if it would mean. Yeah, I don't know.
weird one, innit?
Oh, or do you like think that I'm celestial? What with all of my very careful ties to Sirik and so on?
Does
Definitely
that help
most
to lie?
Angelic being.
Was that helpful?
What the fuck does that even
Did you really just
mean?
do that? Was that on purpose?
Smell. Do I know where they are? Like, do I have an idea? Like, even if you could just tell me, Corbin, out of character, so
Yes,
I have a better
yeah, you haven't.
understanding of what the fuck is going on.
They seem to be the ones farthest away from you.
The two.
Well,
Oh shit.
Wait, furthest away.
Is
Kimura's got an actual divine connection. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell this means. I kind of,
Imra is a divine sorcerer.
I'll spell it out just to make it easier for everyone.
Okay, even if like I don't necessarily act on that for.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Just kind of confused. I think Talia's just gonna rely on this and walk in.
Okay.
I get 15 feet.
Well, there's a giant serpent right in your
Yeah,
face.
you walk into a giant serpent.
I am, and when you walk into me, I am intentionally body blocking you.
Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do here, but yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Will, it is your turn.
Okay. Is Talai entirely within that sphere?
Sure.
Okay, that's not
We'll
useful.
bump everyone over. Make sure everyone's in this fun party bubble.
I'm gonna back out of the party bubble,
Okay, you're now only in dim light.
trying to step over him. And what does fog cloud do for us? Everything is fully obscured.
Yes.
Okay, so
Especially since
disadvantage.
it's still dark out.
Right. Okay, I'm out of the darkness. I can kind of see again. I have no idea where anything is. I can see Esvel poking out the top. I'm gonna hide with my bonus action because I am fully obscured, so
Yep.
no one can see me. I just
Yep.
hide where I'm standing
Mm-hmm. Easy.
and prepare to attack if I see Pan come out of the darkness, or if I like hear him and determine his location, I will throw a dagger at him.
Okay. Pan, it is your turn. Your vision has been obscured by the fog cloud. Your one
Yeah.
weakness.
I don't know what the fuck to do. Jesus, this is madness, and
Use divine
You were
intervention.
told it was very rude.
this is like everyone is making some really like difficult decisions for their turns, and then it comes to me, and like I'm against everyone else at the moment.
And out of
So,
spell
here's what I've been
slots.
thinking of. Okay. I guess that's what I do then. I play my wild card. I crouch down to the floor. I'm gonna hold an action, and I'll message it to you. Vic.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll be as quick as I can.
Well, no problem. I know it's weird times.
This is
That's an
this is
understatement.
madness.
I know it makes no sense, even to the people that think it makes sense for them.
Oh yeah. None of this makes sense to Pan. Pan was just like doing whatever he could to try and understand people, even though he knew they didn't like it, and it's gone very wrong. So.
Wait, Vic, why did you put the UA feeds in bad recap?
Hmm? When? Oh, I don't know.
I think I'm the only one who can see everything.
Yeah, you got blindsight.
Dude, river serpents are awesome!
Line sight for 10 feet.
Oh,
Assuming it's edge-to-edge detection.
Yeah, you can still see everyone.
Sorry, nearly there.
No worries.
Oh, I'm ready for this. Let's see. Okay. Esvel, what are you up to?
So this is not. Never mind. You'll have to just go look at it. Is it possible for me to either use my constrict ability without applying damage, or to grapple while also adding restrain to it, which is what I'm trying to get out of the constrict without damage?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can constrict without damage.
Okay, I will attempt to. I will attempt to constrict Pan, without dealing any damage to him.
Okay.
I can give you a 22 for that attack.
Yeah, so successful hit. Target is grappled. Panoptis, give me. Is it just strength saving throw for grapple?
It's either athletics or acrobatics,
Okay.
although according to the wording of this, the first hit, like he is already grappled, and then that's the escape DC, unless you want to rule it another way, which is obviously your discretion.
Okay. Here's what we'll do. Yeah, so Pen, you will be able to try to escape this constriction on your turn. I will still allow you to do your held action, though.
Yeah, I guess because even if I drop the thing, it's a verbal command as well to activate.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that triggers.
Yeah, so do you want to tell us about it?
So, well, none of you can see what happens, actually, can you? But I guess
I can.
yeah, you can sort of. However, blind sense actually senses things. I was holding a kind of a fist-sized, dull, glowing orb thing. The thing I mentioned in the fireside chat. I was holding onto that, crouched down onto one knee, just staring ahead of me, just wondering what the hell's about to happen. The moment you come around me, it kind of half falls from my grasp, but then stays floating in the air, and from it emanates a daylight spell. So, 60-foot radius sphere of bright light, which dissipates the darkness. The darkness is gone.
And will Esvel...
And I yell, please stop, in my real voice.
Will, Esvel, and Talai all make dexterity saving throws?
Oh! Yeah. 10.
You should have advantage. Corbin.
Sorry, that should.
I should?
keep forgetting to roll this public.
Yeah, you're level 2 barbarian, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, let's see it.
I can see this.
4 to
Roll it
20.
Again.
Yeah. All three of you will have disadvantage on your next, either ability roll or attack roll, as you are kind of the bright flash as you get adjusted to it.
And then to wrap up my move, did I already move this round? No, I had already positioned myself here. Okay, so I'm just going to pull Panoptis as far away from Will as I can.
Okay.
He's going to be swinging over this way. I don't know how much movement that constitutes, and then I will move to continue carrying him.
Yeah, I'll say half your movement to get him on the other side.
Okay, and I have 30 movement, so I will move with him another 7.5 units in this direction, which will put my token like there-ish.
It looks so pathetic when you're so big it doesn't even make it out of your radius.
So that's gonna be where I am, and then Panoptis would be like right there.
Yeah. Pan, you can see again out of the fog cloud. Talai, you saw a bright flash, and the darkness you were once in has subsided. Does divine sense last,
That's
or
what I
is
was gonna wonder. Do I realize that he moved?
Until the end of your next turn.
Oh, yeah, it does say.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yes,
yep.
yes, you did detect the movement, and you're now just in a fog cloud, so your
Okay.
vision is still obscured.
Then, from what I know from that, I'm gonna walk in that direction, and see that it's Pan. I think.
Yes,
I
you
would
see
see that, yeah.
Panoptus being constricted by a giant river serpent.
Right.
And if you'll let me do this, which you probably won't, I will be trying to shield him with my body.
Sure, yeah.
I think Talai would know that the serpent is Asphalt. I can't imagine him. Yeah, I think he realizes that it's Asphalt.
You can't think of any other way a giant river
Right,
serpent
yeah,
would
exactly,
be here,
like-
and Esvel wouldn't.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
A giant river serpent showed up, ate Esvel.
Yeah. Aha.
I mean, you can also ask. Talking is a
Snake
free
falls,
action.
You die.
Yeah. And I can see that Pan is obviously not like he's been damaged.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and walk. Yes, I think Talai is fully confident in himself that he knows that this is Esvel and pays zero mind to it, and walks over to Pan. Can I get like within?
Well, here's a fun question for Esvel. Do you let him?
I'm going to be trying to shield Pan with my body as much as possible, and if possible as well, I would like for attacks, the part of the restrained condition that gives advantage to attacks on the target, to not have that happen.
Okay.
This is me trying to protect Pan.
Yeah, Talai, he does. This
Yay, friend.
this big
Is it-
serpent does not let you near Panoptus. At least, like you will have to
There's
try.
no roll. There's no.
Like that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
sure,
Like,
okay.
do you want to roll for
Yes,
it? Yeah.
I want to get.
Then give me an
Immediately.
athletics roll. And against Esvel, give me athletics or acrobatics. Like, we'll just do a contested roll.
Yeah.
No. Yes, Talai, you push this giant
It's
serpent
saved.
out of the way.
Sure, and I like dive
Mm-hmm.
towards Pan.
Yeah, so you
And,
reach Pan, who is still
yeah.
restrained.
How much damage does Pan take?
Got a couple of cuts and.
How do you
slightly
feel on a
deflation.
scale from 1 to 39?
Put myself around about a 23.
Okay. And Talai will dive at Pan and use lay on hands and heal him for full health.
Oh!
He was purposely trying to be very cryptic about
Oh
it.
my god.
You son of a bitch! Oh, you son of a bitch!
I'm so confused right now.
So how much does Pan take? I have.
Well, he's undead, so it kills him.
He was a zombie this whole time, and now he's dead.
You see my true form of a Mothman.
Yeah. But just for like me tracking it, how much does that take?
Oh, sorry. That would be 16.
Okay. Yep. You're back to full health. And then let's see, how much movement would that have taken? Not much. 10. And then I'll look at him. What is happening? What?
Pan?
Oh, so sorry. I guess you just see me kind of screaming a bit, just going, please, please, cease. I'm kind of trying to back away from you as you dived at me until you actually. put your
Right.
hands on.
You weren't able to back away, but
No, but like, you know,
like
attempt
scrambling and
Yeah.
Oh, like
looking
recoiling.
away.
Yeah.
Like, I look terrified right now.
I'll Esfel, you
Also-
can't speak at all.
Oh,
can you?
oh, in response to your question, do you see those tiny little flippers on the front of the sea serpent?
Yeah.
They flap up and then down in just the weirdest shrug you have ever seen.
Then Talai's going to walk as far as I can back into this, and just also stand in the way. Really confused.
Okay, Will, it's your turn. You're in a fog cloud.
Yeah. Hmm. I have legitimately no idea what's going on at this point, or what to do at this point. So I will wiggle my way out of the cloud, maintaining stealth.
And maintaining
Oh,
stealth.
I
Yes,
probably
I
should
don't
have
see this, do I?
No.
rolled stealth at some point.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
roll stealth for me, because Esfel is the one that could see you right now.
Regular advantage.
With
or-
advantage.
Sure.
So the
Ugh.
stuff I know about you.
That was
Oof.
garbage.
Let me see. Well, actually,
Well, the snake's passive perception is 12, but mine is 16, and since that's a intellectual trait, I would get to keep the 16, I believe.
okay. Yeah, you see him.
The moment he is out of the fog cloud, I will drop it.
Okay.
I can
Poof.
see.
I can fight.
Am I? It's bright light, isn't it?
Yes.
So I can't actually stealth at this point.
No. Now there is no stealth,
Okay. I'm just crouching there with my
and everyone sees you.
Everyone has their eyes trained on you, including a giant snake that doesn't have eyes. Or I guess it does. Never mind. Has
I
normal
will
sense.
stand up. Kind of clear my throat. To answer your question, he was poking in our minds.
And
That's not okay.
Snake Bell nods emphatically.
And if you do that to me, this is what happens.
what happened?
I attacked him.
I would get a sense of how much that hurt, like from how much it used for lay on hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
You
we hit
om-
him 3 times.
Yeah, but that was a lot of healing that I just so like I'm just saying like I would understand like that hurt a lot. Like that you did a lot of damage. It's gone.
Snake's gone. Where'd the snake go?
Yeah. Asphalt, there was you missed it. There was a snake. It was here.
Thank God you made it.
Talai is like looks very conflicted and kind of disappointed looking, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. Still maintaining the grappling hug.
Pan, if there's something you want to know, ask with your words. Please.
Are we out of the order?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Unless you
I
want to
continue
attack
my
again.
attack.
I stab again.
I'll do it again. I just kind of the moment Asphalt releases me, my first instinct is to reposition the shield. My spear's out, looking very 300 Greek warrior kind of style, in just an instinctual defensive stance, and then I drop the spear to the ground. I drop the shield to the ground, and I am just in like a stunned kind of moment, and I look up at all of you and just, please, you don't understand. And like, if I could cry, I would be.
Yeah, this is more of a hug than a grapple now, I guess. Yeah, sympathetic back patting.
And I just say, Imra, I wanted to understand your mind.
I don't think Emerald's
But
awake.
Imra's
oh,
still asleep.
oh, I see. After all, oh yeah,
Hasn't even moved.
hasn't moved at
He
all.
did fall down.
He's got like a wet fish slap mark on his head, I
Mhm.
suppose. Somewhere.
Like a big giant serpent hickey across his face.
I say that to Imra, and then and not really registering he's not hearing it properly, and just look around and say, William Judd, I must understand you. Your choices. I don't know why any of you act these ways. Please, please. And I just drop to my knees.
I would like to rage. No, I'm just
Esphil will
Execution.
kind of go to ground with Pan again, still maintaining that kind of hug slash grapple, which doesn't feel much like a grapple right now, but if you tried to run away, it definitely would. And will turn to Will and say, "And Will, when you're feeling particularly hellish, you can tell him to stop."
I put one hand up and summon the drift globe back into my hand, and maintaining the spell, I just hold it to my chest and kind of slightly rocking forwards a little bit.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you. This is just
Why can you not see where we must go? You resist, all of you. Resist.
because
It
it's not.
costs us all to deny it.
I don't recall resisting. I would have been perfectly comfortable not going to that wedding and getting shot by my mom,
But we did
who
go.
is a werewolf.
We did go. On your behalf. And while you slithered in that room and fell again, it was I that defended William Judd. It is I that fought next to him. He may have perished there, and that would have been ruin for all of us, for everything. Every distraction you chase draws us away from where we must be. It will be tolerated no longer. You must see this. You must see the cost.
Where do we need to go and what happens there?
William Judd will go to Gilgar. And then in Gilgar, Destiny will meet William Judd. I know nothing more.
Are we not heading to Gilgar right now?
How far we have come away from this place.
Pan, you are an impatient man.
I am a servant of Destiny.
You are an impatient servant of destiny.
Destiny cannot wait longer. Esvale, the cost is too much for me to bear.
If you're a servant of destiny, then it's really bad at communicating with you. It's not mine to bear. This is not my destiny. Gilgar is not where I will wind up.
You just see the most pained, frustrated, helpless look on my face. Please, I look to everyone else. Please, you must make him understand.
He said it wasn't where he would end up, not that he wouldn't go. And Esfel's just kind of going to look at Will inquisitively. Sort of like a looking for clarification look.
I'm willing to go, but know that your destiny is not at all with me. And you'll see that when we get there, I guess.
My destiny is entirely separate, I believe. It's not up to me. Please, William Judd, you must go to Gilgar, please.
Like she said, you're too impatient.
The more we linger, the higher the price we all must pay.
I'm just gonna walk away at this point. I think I'm done with this.
I just start desperately trying to think of everything anyone's told me, and I know he can't respond, but I'm... Imra, you told me of his friend that's there. Please.
Still dead on the ground.
Yeah.
The night is still young. Let's get some rest.
Why did he not wake?
If I had to guess, it probably has something to do with, bibbidi bobbidi bop, what was his name? Probably has something to do with the Elder of Dreams.
He took the vial. I pull out the vial from where I've got it stashed, and I look across and see that it does nothing apart from send someone to sleep, and I just throw it away from me.
Can I attempt to catch the vial?
I don't throw it in such a way that it would be like trying to get it away from anyone. I just throw it away from me.
I'm trying to prevent it from breaking.
Yeah, it lands on grass. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and I'll pocket it.
I think Talai, after, kind of struggling with something, will follow after Will in that direction. And
All right.
like not necessarily chasing after him, but you know what I mean.
You want to make sure he's safe.
Yeah, walking
Yeah.
after him and trying to figure out where he's going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're able to follow him
Well,
unless...
after some distance, I would have just tried to hide.
Okay, give me a stealth
Stealth.
roll again with advantage.
Nat one, nat one, nat one, nat one.
Oh,
Nope.
No, you're fine. Talai, give me a survival roll, actually.
I like the idea he's walking away in like a real grim emo way, and then sneaks behind a bush.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I turn the corner, I just dive into a bush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You follow for a few minutes, Talai, but suddenly the footprints you were following vanish. You do not know where Will has gone now.
Why is this gotta be so complicated for Tly? Um,
It's just been a complicated session all around, y'all.
Hands
Yeah.
up who's not conflicted about any of this.
Oh, I'm
Imra.
incredibly conflicted about everything.
Yep.
Imra's having a grand old time.
My hands up. I know exactly where I stand.
I am conflicted. My character is not.
Tly will just, where the footsteps end, will just sit down and wait.
Okay. Pan and Esfel, what are you up to?
Just on the ground, I'm just heavily breathing and holding that globe that's still got the light blasting out of it. I'm holding it to my forehead. I'm staring into it. It's almost like a comfort sort of reaction.
Haven't let go of that hug, probably accompanied by other usual motions of comfort, back patting, so on. And will ask after some couple of moments of silence, something to the effect of, "What is that orb?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
What is that orb?"
This. Forgive me. This is light. I have carried this since before. This is
Since-
what
Since
remains. It is of comfort to me, though I am not certain why. Thank you.
before. For what?
You protected me. I am unaccustomed to any of this.
You've protected me.
I am so lost. And William Judd will not follow if I am lost. I don't understand any of this. I don't know how your minds think. It is so alien to me.
Esfel will nod at that and will say something to the effect of, "That's sort of the point of them." Minds, that is.
I have seen you. You have influenced the minds of others, yet your reaction to me merely looking is so intense. I'm referring to that bit where you influenced the cart seller back in that first session I was in. I remember. You did a charm person, I believe.
Give me just a quick second to look something up. Okay, yeah, that's druid shit. You're not wrong.
Forgive me if it
I won't do that
offends
again.
you, but I needed to understand. Your language is difficult for me. Your manner, the way you behave is alien. It is so difficult.
I am very, very, very familiar with that feeling. Every mind is an entirely different world. Every person is an island. But that's the point.
An island. Yes. Many islands. They cannot stand alone.
They can and must. That is the only point.
I have
Trying to
seen.
bridge them takes away everything that makes them valuable.
I have seen islands fall, Esvale. I
You've
will
seen
not
men fall.
watch that again. The
But
drift glow dims again, and I put it back in my robes.
we will keep talking about this. When you have questions, come to us and ask them. But if you try to pry into our minds, and she's gonna nod in the direction that Will walked off in, that's what will happen.
I understand. I accept this, and I apologize. I will ask questions.
Esfel smiles for the first time in this conversation, nods, and then sort of just like starts moving Pan back towards his bedroll.
Pan lets you.
Yeah, she's gonna put you to bed. Like she's going to tuck you in.
Before we get there, I do kind of stop. He still sleeps. Looking at Imra.
The Elder of Dreams. That was one of the titles of Revan Scott.
I do not like to sleep. And then, yeah, I let you lead me off again.
Then it's a little weird that I'm leading you off to bed after you have just said you don't like sleeping, but yeah, leading you off to bed and then tucking you in.
Yeah, I'm entirely just passive and will be led at this stage. It's kind of like sleep has to be done, and I accept it. I just yeah.
After waiting for a while until I kind of gets a little restless and walks back into camp, and assuming Pan is still awake at this point, will walk over to his role and say, "Will you join me on the next watch at night, Pan?"
Thank you, Talai.
I have something I want to talk to you about.
Yes, that would be. And there's a kind of a pause as Pan really struggles to find an appropriate word that he doesn't really understand. That would be pleasant.
Until I'll sit between Pan and the fire, mostly just to be like close to both of them, not necessarily like to keep Pan from the fire, and probably stare into it for a while and then eventually go to bed.
I'll probably be like doing the same. I'll be as I lean down. I would let sleep take me when sleep takes me, rather than make any effort at going to sleep myself.
All right. And just to clarify, make sure I didn't miss something. Nobody drank the second vial, right?
Correct. I've stashed it in my
Correct.
inventory
Okay.
for the time being.
All right. Well, anything else you want to share?
No, I don't return until the sun starts to come up.
Okay. When you return, you see Esfel sitting up, awake. Or not Esfel, Imra.
Probably making that tea.
Can I roll
From the honey
inside
bush.
on Imra?
You're asleep.
I'm asleep now? Oh, it's been that long? Because I was going to stay up for a shift after that fight.
Oh, you were staying up for the shift after that fight? Then yes.
Okay.
You are awake.
I'm not going to go to sleep after turning into a serpent and then try and wake up fresh and peppy.
We all have exhaustion.
Well, that would have been like the start of the shift.
Yeah.
And then like I would have gone for the full shift and maybe taken like a nap as we approached morning or whatever the heck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for here. Did I roll the right thing there? Yes, I can give you a 10 for insight.
As he wakes up, he seems refreshed, like he got Like, he looks like someone who just got a full night's rest. And that's really all you're able to tell.
I love that.
Nothing.
You just quoted.
Yeah, nothing seems innately wrong.
I'm gonna make that honeybush tea
Oh yeah.
in my pot in the morning.
Then won't really do anything specific with respect to Imra, and will just sort of smile at Will as he approaches the camp.
Yeah, I very obviously did not sleep at all last night.
Would you like some tea?
No, thank you.
What did something happen while I was out? I'm getting weird energy here.
Mind reading's taboo, and she kind of does that in a sing-song voice.
All right, I think
Pan was reading you while you slept, and tried to read me.
I did just send you something
Interesting.
important, Vic.
Well, check it
In
out.
case you want to do a monologue, or if I'm going to be doing the monologue.
And there was
You'll understand what I'm saying.
And that's why you came in from out of camp. I assume you left.
Well, I take deep offense at that. My mind is my own. My survival is based on my mind.
Oh yeah,
So, yes, I attacked him.
of course. Is he? I'm gonna look over and make sure Pan's alive.
He
Yeah,
seems
he's-
to be fast asleep, beside Talai.
Okay.
We never really talk about blood, but is there blood on the ground just like near Imra, along with the giant snake tracks that were near him when he woke up?
Yes.
I just smell like salt and I'm covered in blood. Huh. Definitely clean that up.
Prestidigitation. Fixed.
Yup. Done. I've got all the utility cantrips. I was out the whole night? I didn't.
Yeah, it was very
That's
strange.
not normal for me, I guess.
You slept.
Huh.
Did you
There
dream
is a
at all?
I did. There, and Scott gave me something to help me dream. And it definitely worked.
Esville will nod and smile, and then sort of just go retire for the night. She doesn't see a reason to stay up anymore.
Oh, I didn't come back until
For the
like
night? Yeah, I thought this was morning.
Mhm.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I slept a full 8 hours, not 4.
Oh, okay. Then I would not have been awake for this conversation.
Oh
Shoot.
well.
Because I was gonna take like an hour nap or whatever before morning.
Make sure you get your long rest in.
Yeah, exactly. I do not screw around with exhaustion, guys.
I do.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna bring anything up. Just sit, wait by the fire for the rest of the party to wake up.
Yes, they wake up shortly after you, since you did apparently sleep through the whole night. Yeah, so rest of the team, you start waking up. You see Imra is making tea for themselves. I don't know for anyone else.
Oh yeah, I'll offer to everyone if they want some tea. Well, first I'll try it and make sure it tastes half decent.
Quite plain. It is just honeybush,
Mm-hmm.
but you can taste it.
It's better than hot water.
Like it's flavored hot water.
Will graciously accept. And is it better than hot water?
No.
Okay. Will graciously accept and will not comment on the taste.
Yikes.
Talai'll ask, do you have the same tea that he had?
No, this is just some weeds I picked up on the road.
You'll look kind of disappointed, wishfully disappointed, and then, oh, okay.
Esphil is going to look at you a little oddly, and she's gonna like wave her hand over her other palm, and she's gonna hold out a handful of good berries, and is going to say, "Would you try making some with these?"
Sure. And I'll make good berry tea, I guess.
With the honey bush or
Uh,
just with good berries?
Esville, you're the herbalist, the nature
Just
person.
these, I think. You might
Okay,
not like how it tastes, but I think it might be rather good.
just the berries then.
Yeah, you. I looked up what does a good berry taste like, and the first comment was very good.
This is, and I believe I had pinged
Oh,
you something
damn it.
specific about how my good berries taste before, which
I
is
remember
a
that.
sentence I never thought I would say.
Yeah, let's see if I can find it.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Be right back.
Sure.
Just that it is a taste that is different for the
Yeah,
purposes
I remember
of my
that.
palate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you make good berry tea, I guess.
Interesting.
Very dark red tea.
Mhm. I'll pour Esville a cup. And myself, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And how is it?
Imra, it is like noxious.
What?
And how is it?
You love it.
Oh yeah, no, just very contentedly, very happily, just sipping my tea.
Okay. I'll just put the cup down, I guess.
Now you
Not
have two
very good.
teas. Congrats.
Two not very good teas.
Oh yeah, the
Well,
other one I'm
one's
bringing
just
over
quite plain. Like
Mhm.
it's not bad.
the other one I'm bringing over to Will. The Imra's cup that he put down, assuming that he won't be offended at me stealing his cup.
Go for it.
That was his grandmother's teacup. Original porcelain.
Yeah, I'm not quite like fully back with the group. I'm sitting on like a rock or something a bit outside the camp, but I'm at least back now.
Yeah, that is part of why she is very pointedly bringing you something to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you enjoy it, Will, if you drink it.
Yeah. In
case you're wondering, the honeybush tea, it does taste like honey. In case you're wondering, they didn't lie. Very mildly, and actually, but a little bit surprisingly, has a little bit of spice in the aftertaste.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So are we ready to get back on the road? Is everyone okay with each other again?
Yeah, and Talai and Panoptis, you have also begun to wake up at this point.
First thing I would do is look at Imra and say, I apologize. I looked into your mind.
I heard. I suppose you've already had plenty of confrontation about it with the rest of the party. You don't need any from me. It's okay.
It will not happen again.
Thank you.
I was curious as you dreamt for so long after taking the vial.
I did.
What did you dream?
I dreamt of what is to come, maybe. Dreamt of myself, what I can be.
That is a rare gift.
It is. I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to experience that. Would I have noticed that Pan had one too?
No, you did not see.
Okay. Yes, it was a good dream.
I had a vial myself. I lingered as you left. He told me it would help, but I saw it send you into dreams.
Mm.
I find no peace from dreams.
I
I am
think
pleased that you did.
you may find peace from these dreams.
There are no peaceful dreams. Not for me.
I think you should give it a try. It might reveal something to you that could be helpful.
You just kind of see me mutter again, there is no peace in dreams. Like almost to myself. And like kind of there is a look of fear.
Mm. Well, at least keep it around.
I just wished to apologize and I hope for your forgiveness, Imra.
You have it. It's okay. You
Talai, are you back now? That's a long. I guess he's still gone. Okay, I don't know.
guess not?
Anything else anyone else wants to do in the morning? Other than like, you'll pack up, prep your spells, all that good stuff.
Nope.
Probably a conversation with Will that we can do in like RP chat later or something.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're back on the road, I guess. Let's go. Start marching.
Yup.
Excited to get to the big city.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sort of heading this way, aren't we?
Yes. It's kind of like where the O in North Emoja is, like that first O.
Going for the O.
And that is what you are headed towards. Yes. Are there anything you are looking for on your march today?
Peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet. Sounds good.
Herbs.
Make an herbalism kit check then. Anything in particular, or just stuff you think would taste good?
Stuff I think other people would think would taste good.
Okay.
I'll make. Oh, I crit failed.
Yeah, we're making
gonna make one
tea out of
too.
poison ivy, aren't we?
Poison ivy tea tastes good.
I'm back. Who died?
We're all
Just
about to
me.
if we drink this.
Has this just been a tea session while I've been gone?
Yep. I found a decomposing rat that I thought would look good to make tea out of.
You're not Caduceus, dude.
No, this is rotting.
That's 2 references in one session, my guy.
It's tea.
you're not getting away
How are we
from
supposed to not?
Esvel, you don't find anything useful. Imra, you're poisoned.
I'm poisoned.
Mhm.
Okay.
Got him.
Actually, here's what I'll let you do. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Bet. Oh, that was intelligence, not con. Oh, it's
Oh.
worse.
Perfect.
Same
roll.
roll.
Yep.
Let me. Okay, here. All right, here we go. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, perfect. Yeah. After you found something you thought would work well, you ingested one of the leaves, and it immediately started giving you spasms in your gut.
Oh, nice.
That's
So, poison? Or am I just, like, diarrheaing?
You'll find out. That's all the symptoms you have right now.
Okay. Well, just keep going. I guess.
I guess I'm prepping lesser restoration tomorrow.
Yes, I was gonna do that too.
Not having it always prepped. Yeah. Good tea session, I guess.
D&T.
Yeah, and we'll skip ahead some. You have a. Actually, no. Yeah. Here's what we'll do. I know. You actually come across what you can already see is a small forest in the middle of this plains area. Seems almost a bit unnatural, but you welcome the shade on these hot days. And let's get you over here.
Oh boy.
Welcome. You're on this over here.
Oh.
Will is here, I guess. Immediately.
We're investigating the shrine.
yeah.
I don't even know if this is supposed to be part of this random encounter, but we're investigating the
You
shit
said.
out of this rock.
That you said we were over there.
Yeah.
And then pink there.
No,
we're-
sorry, that was my ping. I was trying to
Oh,
make everyone
we're
aware
over
of the fact
here.
that this conspicuous, dangerous rock is on this map.
Gotcha.
No, you're over there. And you continually see people, but you see quite a few carts pulled over at this alcove. And you see a lot of people surrounding this stone shrine.
Huh.
And by a lot, I mean probably like a dozen people or something.
A lot for the road.
A lot for the road.
Would I have any means of recognizing this shrine as a reference to
Give me
someone or something
a-
specific?
Religion or history roll, depending on how you want to interpret it.
Well, the good news is that I have identical rolls for those, and I care more about the religious aspect of this, so we'll do that. I can give you a 4.
You do not recognize it, so you think if you claim it in the name of Cyric, he'll like you more.
Oh no. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. But
I'll
no,
throw
you
up
don't.
the
You
old,
don't recognize anything.
magic site as well.
Detect magic, your thing?
Yeah.
Yes. The shrine itself does not seem to be magical in any way.
I'd like to see if I can sneak up and listen in on conversations, see what these people are about.
Sure. Give me a perception roll.
Sure.
Ooh.
Just normal, so only 22.
Yes. Yes. So you hear people talking quite casual conversation. Here's what I'll say. You especially there's one family walking like back away from the shrine, and you hear the father asking some of his children if they enjoyed visiting the shrine and leaving their offerings. And the children are very excited. And then he says to them, "You'll when you leave good offerings, it means." There's a name I wanted to look up before this, but I forget it. When you leave an offering, Timora will give you good luck this year.
Does that name mean anything to me?
Actually, to you, yes. It is not. You recognize it as a deity. It is not someone you have ever been interested in, but it is someone that you have heard a reference to a lot, specifically in gambling halls. Timora is not a name you commonly hear. What you commonly hear is Lady Luck.
Cool. Oh, sorry, that was a disadvantage. Because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, well,
Regardless, the same roll.
worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this seems to be a shrine to Timora, more commonly known as Lady Luck.
I'll come back and just share that real quick.
Yeah, I don't think Talai really pays much interest to it.
Imra,
Lady Luck, huh?
I'm gonna go up to the shrine. With, would you say about a dozen people there?
Yeah.
Okay. What do the offerings look like?
Mostly coin.
Okay.
You
So-
see a few have left behind like brooches or other like jewelry, but mostly just coins of various denominations.
I'm gonna go up to the shrine and like flip a gold coin onto the altar, onto the shrine.
All right.
I am going to do two things. I assume by now I have a pretty good read on all of the items that are in my inventory, but let me know if either of these things don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go up to the altar. I'm going to leave the eclipse coin resting on it, or whatever it was actually called. The coin that when you flip it,
Yeah.
is either daylight or darkness. And I'm going to pour myself a drink into the onyx goblet, and I'm going to drink from it.
It is a sparkling liquid that is cyan in color.
Gonna drink it.
You drink it.
And we'll leave the goblet as a second offering.
You know what now?
And we'll head back to the rest of the party.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else?
Nope.
Nope. Although, honestly, Talai is probably secretly a paladin of Timora.
For all that, I think.
No. No, because Goliaths don't really believe in luck.
Yes, but she likes you.
True. She was hoping I was gonna pick her.
And you didn't.
You
She
were really
fell.
shopping around.
Yeah.
Imra, as you get back to the group, one sec.
Clickety clack, type, type, type.
Click, click. You go back and you gave your 1 gold piece. As you're counting through your gold pieces quickly, you notice you have 10 gold pieces you didn't notice were there before.
Huh.
Whoa.
So I gain 9
Yes.
then? Okay. Sweet. I must have landed heads. And I will make no mention of that. Keep going.
All right.
Shall we?
Yeah, just before you're leaving, someone who had just left an offering comes up to your party and says, "Blessing to you from Lady Timora."
Talio kind of give that like, like when someone says something, it's like they have good intentions, but you really don't. Are interested, and you kind of like give like a tight-lipped smile and nod. We'll kind of do that.
As Phil will just kindly say, and to you as well.
And where are you all heading?
Oh, what's the name of the town?
Aravad.
To Erevrad.
That is so good to hear. It is a wonderful town. Are you planning to stay long?
Just passing through.
Well, I am unfortunately not going to be able to reach there in some time, but I do know someone that I would love to relay a message to.
Who's that?
Would you be able to deliver a message for me?
I suppose.
I can offer no coin. I've already left my offering here.
We can.
Thank you. They are one of the dock workers. Ooh.
And how will we know them?
His name is Rivka.
Rivka.
If you ask at the docks, he's been there quite some time. I'm sure some of the dock workers would be able to point you in the right direction. And she hands you a piece of paper. If you can get this to him, I would be very thankful.
We can.
And what's your name?
My name is Elaine.
Elaine. Okay.
And she thanks you and begins to walk away.
Is it like sealed or anything, or can I read it?
You can read it.
I'd like to read it.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll send this just to you.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. I'll just fold it up and put it back in my pocket.
Was that worth breaking someone's trust?
They never said don't read it.
It was implied, and you know it.
It wasn't sealed.
You think everyone has like the ability to seal paper?
Nah.
I don't think it's that hard of a task.
And how would you do it, Goliath?
I would use pine sap or something like that.
But yeah, so everyone seems to be leaving you alone now. Do you want to head out? Anything else you want to do here?
Yeah, I'm good.
Who accepted the parcel? I know that Will just read the letter, but like,
Oh, it's just the letter.
oh, sorry, it's just the letter. Okay.
Very important letter, as Will can attest.
So important.
Yeah, you all head out.
Yeah.
Sure.
And again, you pass by inn near the end of your journey. Do you want to stop here or go a little bit further and camp in the wilderness? You're well out of the woods at this point. You're back into the plains.
How much further to city?
If you keep marching now, you would probably be able to get there by midday tomorrow. It'll take you a little bit longer if you stop early to sleep at the inn.
Right. I'm fine with camping out.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have tents.
Back to
Yeah, I have a
this
strong
map.
preference for staying outside.
We avoid inns.
You got bad experiences.
All right. Welcome to bedtime, everybody.
Hopefully
am I
tonight
fighting
goes by
tonight?
faster. What was that?
I said, who am I fighting tonight?
Everyone, again.
Everyone again? Okay.
That
fine.
feels good. Roll initiative. Are we keeping watches tonight? Or anything people want to do before we do bedtime?
So a quick question: it is 0.5 days until the full moon. Which day do you want to do this on?
It'll be tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll join Talai at his fire.
Sure.
And I'm guessing we're taking the second shift.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll go first, and once I'm done with my shift, I'm gonna go sit in a tree a little ways away.
Esvel?
Already got a conversation out of the way with Will earlier that we'll figure out later, so I don't necessarily need to go do that. Yeah, just going to sit by the campfire as well, unusually quiet.
So you don't want to take a shift, or you want to take?
Oh, sorry, were we asking about shift specific?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take whatever shift works.
Uh,
Misunderstood.
yeah, if you
Either
want
with
to,
Will first or
because that's the thing. Like, party's big enough, you don't have to take a shift. You could sleep the whole night if you want.
I'll take a shift.
Okay. First shift is Will right now. Second shift is Talai and Pan. Third shift is Imra, assuming he wants to.
And we're doing it in threes. Then I guess I would stay up for the not Will, not double shift. Sorry, distracted by the thing you sent me.
We're done with Emra at the end.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll stay up with them.
Okay, first shift. Or again, any last minute things before we do bedtime?
Nope.
Otherwise, go to sleep.
Tech thoughts.
Tech thoughts.
No.
Everyone, put your heads down. Mafia, put your thumbs up. So we all know who each other is. Okay. Yeah, so Will, you have first shift. Anything you want to do?
No, not in particular. I'm just keeping an eye on everyone more so than the surroundings.
Yes, everyone seems to be sleeping peacefully. You do hear quite a bit of noise in the distance. However, it's quite muted as it is quite far away. You imagine from the inn you passed. Apparently, something very exciting is going on, possibly some kind of celebration.
Good for them.
Can anyone hear a plot hook?
Like the one time when we were in the city and there was like, you are blocked by a large pig race. What do you do? And I was like, I walk around it.
You went back to it later.
Yeah.
One big. Otherwise, the rest of your shift goes by without any worry, Will.
Okay. And then I do sleep, so I will not be exhausted tomorrow.
Okay. And Talai and Panat, I'm assuming you wake up Talai and Panatas.
Yes, I'll wake them up for this.
Because that's something I've never had happen, where the person on first shift just doesn't wake up the other people, which I guess is an option.
And then they all die.
And then they all died.
Yeah.
Especially if you slip off to go do something like clandestine and you don't mention it to the rest of the party and you get waylaid somehow.
True. Also probably leads to death.
All right. So the two of you are awake.
I'm assuming Will probably doesn't wake Talai, or doesn't wake Pan up. He just wakes Talai up. So
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Like,
If I do, it's a light kick of the foot.
right. Talai will shake Pan awake gently and, hey, it's our shift.
Thank you.
Talai kind of looks awkward and, with what I was saying, I wanted to talk to you about something. You have been probing into people's minds, and they don't necessarily love it. And but that's the easiest way for you to understand, I'm guessing.
I find the people here, you all, everyone in these towns, these villages, these cities, I struggle with not only the language but the meaning behind the words they use.
And you use
Ever since I can look into minds and speak to people, the meaning is so clear. I went for a while understanding people through their thoughts. It was only when your group claimed to me that this was an offense to them that I have instead relied on understanding your spoken words. I have struggled and I apologize.
I don't necessarily understand. I understand that it offends them, but it doesn't necessarily offend me. I mean, I respect their wishes. Obviously, I would like you to do that, but if it makes things more clear for you, and if it would help you in trusting us and trusting me, I would be okay if you looked into my mind and looked at whatever you wanted to.
I kind of cock my head a little bit. I see the kindness in your offer, Talai. I swore I would not do this, and I will maintain my word. But I thank you.
You swore that to Will, and I feel like it could, because maybe I don't necessarily understand everything that's going on in there as well, and maybe it would help both of us be more clear.
Of everyone here, Talai, I believe I understand you the greatest. In some manners.
Well,
It
maybe it
is the
would.
mind of William Judd that concerns me the most, and that is the mind I must not look into.
Right. Okay. Well, I was thinking maybe it was to help with mannerisms and words and things like that, but that is ultimately up to you.
Thank you. Will you be lighting your fire?
Oh yeah, fire is going.
I kind of look at it a bit apprehensively and turn to you and say, I apologize again for when I doused your flames. Your fire spoke to me. It spoke my name in a voice I have not heard before. Is this normal for you?
It is not my fire. And I guess it probably didn't make sense why I was as upset as I was, but this is not just a fire. This is not just a place that I can make sacrifices. This is the shrine and the altar for my god.
I see. Then my actions were very concerning. Again, I apologize.
It
I
is
kind of flash my magic sight at the fire as well, and just to look at it in every way I can.
Your mic is muted, Vic, if you're.
I assume it's just some.
Yeah, I don't know if he has.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Now with Talai's explanation of it, you see something you weren't really able to see before. You see kind of the divine nature of it. While it is a fire. Like there was nothing there before, and then Talai put the fuel and the rocks and lit it. As it came together, it became something new, not just a fire. And now with Talai's insight, he has allowed you to see that as well, and you can see it for what it is, a shrine.
I see. Talai, I see your fire. It is beautiful.
thank you. And Talai will probably just continue tending the fire and make some sort of sacrifices and just feel a little more resolved with what he's been charged with.
I'll just be kind of engrossed and watching.
Yeah.
I also really want to see if Will's pretending to be asleep or not, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, I'm getting whispers.
Second level.
Oh, there are
God
so many
damn it.
whispers.
Ah, I forgot to attack Will again. Talai, the voice. I stand up, kind of shield and spear again. But I'm not looking like in sort of that sort of attack mode that I went into last time. I'm looking to you for guidance. It speaks to me.
What is it saying?
It speaks my given name.
Well, he is a god. He probably does know your given name.
What would your god want with me?
Only to make you stronger. That is all that Vanua does.
Stronger. More capable of achieving purpose. That is the meaning of strength, is it not?
More capable of achieving purpose and helping you with the ability to persevere through hardship.
Can I try and speak to the fire using my kind of intermind voice?
You can try.
Yeah, it would be a case of God of the Fire.
Yeah,
What
you.
is it that
Here's
you-
what I'll give. Like, you
what do you-
try to reach
Yeah.
out to something, like because you know how to make that connection with a creature to begin that telepathic conversation. But as you reach out, you can't find a hold. You can't find the substance there that you're used to actually start that conversation.
Sure. That would be my first instinct is to kind of reach out like that, and then I kind of take a step forwards again. My spear's out just so I can lean against it a little, and I'll speak out loud. God of the Fire. What words would you convey to me?
And you hear nothing.
Is that one sentence, or is that second one immediately as this other rest of this is happening?
As the rest of it is happening.
I guess Pan doesn't really use the same punctuation as everyone else.
Oh no, sorry. Vic sent me two things. I was
Oh,
sure that
right. Sorry. Yeah, I
I
get
was just trying to figure out what the Kalai, hearing that second part, will pull out a vial of red liquid that he has kept for a long time.
Man, I don't even remember
which
what that is.
A healing
Oh,
potion
I
from
remember.
Syric's dungeon.
That does something extra.
Yeah,
Spicy healing
but
potion.
I know it's a healing potion, and will toss that in the fire. Maybe dump it out over the fire. I don't know, but not from me. Oh well. Pan, he usually speaks after sacrifices are given, because through sacrifices it creates hardship, and the hardship is what makes you stronger.
Please, will you explain to me this word, sacrifice?
It's to give up something that might help you in the future, to give something away that you want or need, or makes things easier for you, in exchange.
I have little need of anything. I do not know what this fire would wish from me.
There could be. It's difficult. I understand. I don't know exactly what might be a sacrifice for you or not, but if you want it to speak, if you want him to speak, a lot of the times it's usually after I've made a sacrifice.
I will try. I stand back, taking my full weight. Look at the spear that I've carried my entire life, made of bronze and driftwood. And I plant it half first into the flames.
Damn.
I'm just going to rub out the old spear off my character sheet.
You feel a flash in your mind.
I feel a flash in my mind.
No, you're in a
Oh.
secret.
It's sorry.
Yeah,
That
you can
was
do it
insane.
if it helps you. Go ahead, but there's no one else here. You feel a flash in your mind, and when your vision clears, you see the fire before you. the same fire, but as you look closer, you realize it's in a fireplace and you're indoors. And you look around at the wooden walls around you and the table you are sitting at, and you see Talai sitting beside you, uproariously laughing with a mug in his hand. You see Imra beside him, quietly sipping some tea. You see Will across from you, also laughing at something, holding a smaller mug than Talai in his hand. And you see Esvel with her onyx goblet raised to the sky. She's standing like 1 foot on the chair, 1 foot on the table, trying to look like a captain. And they all look so happy. And you can't quite hear what's going on. There's like it's like muffled, like but you do hear something as Talai looks at you and puts an arm around you, and he asks you to sing.
Sing, Talai. I do not comprehend.
And he said, "No, not with that voice," as he taps his head. "With your own voice. You have such a lovely voice."
Do I have a lovely voice now? If I try and just say a word,
Try and say something.
but my voice is ruined.
And as you say that, you can feel like your throat, it works. It's healed. You
Do
can
I feel scars?
No.
Ah, ah. My breath returns to me.
Uh,
I'm just
and
in
he
disbelief.
he looks at you expectantly, like still waiting.
I'm afraid to lie, I do not remember any songs.
Sure you have that one. You sing it about your home. Remember there's the and you seem like trying to remember there's the stars and the waves, and it comes rushing back to you, this song about your homeland full of hope, like very descriptive. Like it talks about what you can see in the sky, how the ocean feels against you as you stood at your post, and all of the hope it brings you.
I will, in Celestial, sing that song with every fiber of my being.
And you feel it. It fills you with such hope. And you can hear it. It is beautiful. You can hear your own voice. And with that, everyone is cheering, and Talai stands up, knocking over his mug that kind of splashes over the table, and in it you catch a quick glimpse of your reflection, matching eyes with yourself, and you see them blue and bright and beautiful. No scars. You can see.
My first instinct is to turn away immediately, but then I look back and, yeah, just staring.
And black threads begin to come all around you, clouding your vision as everything fades to black, and you find yourself in front of the fire again. And I'm going to move you back now.
Oh yeah.
An alert yet?
Mine is 1.
Welcome back.
What's up?
So Talai, what you saw was he planted it in the fire. He sat back, and you saw him go rigid for like a half second.
Oh man. You okay?
I touch my throat. What's it feel like?
It is scarred.
What's my voice like?
It is broken.
And I stop talking.
He talked to you, didn't he?
You were there, Talai. You spoke to me. It was... Do I still remember what I remembered?
Yes.
Yeah. It was wonderful.
I was there. Are you sure? I mean, there's a lot of
All of
lives
us.
can look pretty. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
All of us were there. But you were with me. You brought back something I had lost. I cannot begin to thank you for the gift of my song.
The gift of what? What did you say?
My song.
Song. Talai's a little like, but I don't think I did anything, but you're welcome, Pan.
Kind of still feel across my throat and trace the scarring and look at Talai, and I smile, but there's a lot of sadness to it.
Talai will return that exact same smile.
I understand why you look to these flames as often as you do, Talai.
Good. It's good to know that you won't be stomping it out anytime soon.
Kind of nod.
Sure. Yeah. Talai obviously has a lot of questions, but is kind of like, he kind of knows like the things he's gone through when he speaks with Vanua, and understands that Pan might just need a while to contemplate everything, so he doesn't ask.
Sure.
All right. Anything else you want to do during your shift?
Just the normal things.
Otherwise, roll perception.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that thing. We are on watch.
We're really
Ooh.
bad at keeping on task while
That's a
we're
high
on
roll
watch,
right there.
by the way.
That's one of my best rolls.
-1 compared to 10. Oh, man. You could roll a 1 and did better than you. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Talai, again, you're both too enraptured by the fire to notice anything going on outside the camp.
Sure. Do we die?
Let me get this picture. There we go. Okay.
Don't see that on a 16, Jesus.
You were very distracted. All right, your shift's over. You want to wake up Esvel and Imra?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll begin waking Imra up the same way I tried before because I'm just assuming that he's now a really hard
Like
sleeper.
slapping me?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, oh, I'm awake. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez,
No, I'm
man.
good.
you got
Stop.
up this time. All
Uh,
right.
yeah.
Just kind of like finger gun. Good night.
Give him a single finger gun back, not two. And uh, as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself
Okay. Yeah.
to try and get rid of that
Mhm.
poison, whatever.
You do get rid of it.
Sweet.
Too bad. All you had to do to cure it was take a bath in full moonlight.
I think this one was easier.
Was it? Because you could do that. I mean, pretty much tonight.
Yeah, but I didn't have to move. I didn't have to. We'd have to find a river or something. Ah. I don't have anything else that I'm gonna do.
I'm assuming that I was also woken up somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure.
So
Well,
what? And Estelle going to produce the vial that had been given to Pan. So what happened?
I went to sleep and had a dream. Very intense one, I suppose.
What did you dream about?
The future, maybe, possible future. I dreamt I was back in Elysium.
Back in Elysium.
Back in Elysium.
Like, did you talk to Jaju or?
No, no, it was just me. I was in the city, uh, Mistress City, and there were people there again. It was alive again.
So first off, there's a city.
Yes, that was Mistra's plane. It was her. It was her home. That's that's where I was.
This entire group is way too involved with gods for comfort.
You included. No, but
Sorry, give me a second. I need to puzzle something out. Me included?
yes, you included.
And she is silent. And honestly, looks like she is trying to hide the fact that she is terrified, but I'm assuming as written I can't do that.
She's what now?
Or actually, never mind. The wording is different. No. So, she is probably trying to look composed.
I think we we need to go back. This world with what's happened. It's not gonna last.
She furrows what would be eyebrows in your direction as though asking a question.
With the weave gone, the world is breaking, and we need to fix it.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna type something out again.
I know. Well, I don't know how that would work with your allegiance to Sirik. This can't last.
I. Something twitches across her face.
Hmm.
And then in a very terse voice, she will ask, "And why not?"
There's a reason that the weave was in place. With this much power and this much chaos, it's too much for the world to handle. I can tell you as certain as I could possibly be that if we let this go, the world won't last too much longer.
And you see a lot of expressions going across her face. And then she lands on one, which is something to the effect of, imagine if someone told you that the world could not live without iron. If someone told you that losing iron would cause the world to die, and that the reason for that is because all of the blades and the shields and the armors of man are made from iron.
Yes.
And imagine that you are held in chains of iron, and someone tells you that.
What I'm saying is more like if we lost the atmosphere,
Right. Right.
if we lost the sun, I don't know.
I think the world would go on.
But
It would
would
not be the
anything on
same.
it? The
I don't see
world
why
would go
not.
on, but how would the plants? How would the animals? How would the oceans?
And at that, you see that you've touched kind of a nerve, and she falls back into anxious silence.
And we're taking our watch.
All right, Esfel roll perception. We already got Imra's.
Where am I? Whip, whip.
Yeah, and because of how your shifts line up, Imra, you will have 2 hours by yourself afterwards.
Mhm.
I can give you a 10.
Oof. Yeah, you were caught off guard by the conversation and were kind of involved in it. Imra, you were able to tell at the start of your shift, you could still hear like the noises I was talking to Will about, like that party going on. But
Mhm.
a couple hours in, it seems to have died down, and you do not hear it anymore.
Okay.
And actually, will say with your perception roll, you've gotten used to Panoptis sleeping a bit unsoundly, rolling, kind of grunting in his sleep, but he seems unexpectedly calm.
Mhm.
Or uncharacteristically, I think is the better word.
Alright. I'll let him sleep.
That's good. That'd be fucking rude. That's the best he's ever
We're
slept.
gonna wake him up. Why are you sleeping so soundly? You're not rolling around nearly enough.
Anything else you want to do, Imra or Asphalt?
Uh, before going to sleep, this would be like after not being on watch anymore, like headed to bed, or all sort of a going to bed activity. Uh, Asfel will adopt a kind of I'm not sure of the specifics of this because I don't know the specifics of the different modes of prayer in this universe. But you will see her praying to someone or something.
All right. All right, Imra. And nothing you wanted to do by yourself, Imra?
Once Esville goes to bed, I guess I'll resume my work on the plane shifting.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
If there's, yeah,
Yeah, I'll send you something about it.
okay.
All right, and good morning, everyone. And this is where we're going to end session now. And we'll be back next week. Hope you had a good session, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I have anxiety now. Thanks.
That got
Every-
As you should.
Everyone in the party is fighting.
I tried so hard to defuse that situation.
Hey,
I love that. I was so purposefully trying to make you like.
That was a dick move. That was a dick move.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I could beat her in an athletics, and I was even gonna rage because I think I can do lay on hands because it's not a spell.
All right, chat. Thank you so much for showing up. This was so much fun. I hope you'll join us next Sunday. We'll for sure be doing like next session of this, session 5. Hope you enjoyed session 4. It's all been very exciting. They'll for sure get to the next town, so there'll be a bit more NPCs involved, which will be fun. But until then, I love you all so much. Be nice, be good, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye!